We went on a tour,
Auschwitz.
We had a driver that drove us there that kind of like set us up for everything. And on the topic of laughing at the wrong time.
Oh, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No.
You didn't.
No.
Don't do it.
One of the boys, I won't name drop, farted. And it was...
Bring us in, son.
We are now the Wafflin Aborigines. G'day, mate. It's me.
It's beautiful.
What is this note? Ready?
That's an E.
That sets the scene, doesn't it? Very well.
Malfoy's got a guitar in his hand. Wait, I can be the oh, it doesn't reach. I was going to use my mic for the guitar.
Oh.
Woo! Go on, give us a song.
Lately in the middle of the night, he comes from down the lane. What did he do? He eats a lot of food, but then he gets diabetes. But luckily for him, there is modern medicine that can cure him.
Welcome to Wafflin, Malfoy. That was beautiful.
That is my one talent I wish I had.
You do have it.
No,
what do you mean?
I used to be good at music, but I wish I kept music on.
Really?
Yes.
Well, are you a pianist?
I was a pianist.
Yeah, but you were. Yeah, you did play that. You were grade 5.
I was grade 5 and grade. So what's the theory grade? 2? Grade 2?
I don't know. I never did grades. That was never something that I like.
I wish I was the guy that. I wish I was you, the guy that was good at everything musically without doing the grades. It's always cooler when you learn yourself. You know what I mean?
But you have done that, Malfoy.
Yeah, maybe I'll restart. I restarted learning the piano in the summer of lockdown. Actually, after lockdown, in the summer of '69.
It's funny that though, isn't it? Right? So like, do we get to an age where it's like, oh, I can't learn anything else?
No,
like, I've done it. No, because a lot of people
think that.
A lot of people get to a point where it's like, hey, I've done all my learning. I can possibly be a penis now, and I could easily be one. A penis.
No, I think the grade.
Play piano.
It's the piano.
It sounds like he's saying penis.
I heard pianist.
Yeah, like we could all be a penis.
Obviously, you hear what you constantly think of, right? You hear what you constantly think of. So if you're hearing penis, it says a lot about you.
Yeah, you just projected, mate. So.
Ultimately, I find myself learning every day, which I love.
Oh.
Yes, I will never stop my learning, actually.
Okay.
I'm constantly researching, bettering myself.
What was the last thing you researched? Because I'd love to challenge this.
I researched about Roman emperors when I was in the Colosseum.
Who
was the first Roman emperor?
Caesar.
Wrong.
Chinese.
Who was the first Roman emperor?
I don't know. I haven't got much knowledge of the Roman Empire.
No, you don't, because you don't bet yourself.
Cornelius.
Oh, you're close.
Corky.
No, Augustus.
Augustus.
Contrary to many beliefs, everyone thinks Julius Caesar was the first emperor, but wrong. He was actually just the guy before the. It was like when it was not the Roman Empire. It was when it was the Roman someone else.
But wasn't the murder of Julius Caesar like the fall of the Roman Empire?
Do you know why? No, it was the start of the Roman Empire.
No, I thought that was.
It was the fall of the Roman whatever it was like. What was it called before the Emperor? I don't know. I fucking forgot.
Planet Earth.
No, it was like so. There's 3 Roman stages. It's like Roman
Kemp.
Roman Kemp.
Roman Abramovich.
Wait, hang on. I got you. Let me tell you. What was the Roman period before the Roman Empire?
You just what sentence you couldn't.
I got it. It was called the Roman Kingdom.
Yeah.
And the last leader of the Roman Kingdom was Julius Caesar. He was murdered because Augustus wanted to bang Cleopatra.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, so interesting that there's like women have always been man's kryptonite, so to speak, in history.
Well, Julius Caesar was slamming that thang, Cleopatra, and then essentially Augustus was like, "Nah, not my watch." She said no, and she then got with not Eric Clapton, not Eric Clapton. It was Anthony. Mark Antony.
Not Anthony Martial.
She got with Mark Antony, came back to like take over Rome again. Augustus won, and then there formed the Roman Empire, guys.
Wow.
There is your history lesson.
By the way, I will say this. I went to Rome, yeah, and everyone was like, oh, Rome's shit, Rome's boring. I fucking love Rome. I love Roman history. I love everything about it. I think it's fantastic. You're literally walking and running in the streets of 2,000-year-old Roman Empire. I love that Gladiator soundtrack on my run. But you know when you go abroad,
Yeah.
and you go see all these like historic sites and all that. Do you ever get like a guide?
So actually, only when I've been to places that are like dangerous. But I do feel you, because through going to the dangerous places, it made me realise actually, if I had a guide in in normal places as well, it would be cool. But then I remember when I have had a guide, and like they're like, this is a leaf, and like they just do like really, I don't know. I've had it where it can be quite counterproductive.
No,
as well.
100%. They sound like robots sometimes. But this lovely lady we had, she's just brilliant. She was an archaeologist, and she was so engaging, and I learned so much.
God.
It was fantastic. It was bloody brilliant. Actually, I've had a fantastic.
No, I rate that. But do you ever have it? Have you ever had it where like someone
when you fall in love with a guide?
No, the other way around.
The guide trust me, the guide wanted to shag me. She didn't stop talking to me all day.
Well, yeah, but what I mean is, in like, have you had it where like you can't stop laughing? You're meant to be serious. Because I had it in Costa Rica, where like the guide was saying like it was raining and clearly all the animals weren't out, so she was just making things up, like this special type of no, just like special type of like bark on the floor. Like, I don't know, it seemed like I just couldn't stop laughing.
When you got on like an animal tour, and she was just there was no animals, so she started pointing out like stones. And
yeah, it seemed like that. But
talk to animals as well.
Did you come to Krakow with us?
No,
you didn't go on that
in
one.
Poland. No, I didn't get invited to that one.
I think you did actually.
So we did.
I didn't get invited.
No,
Weller didn't get invited.
I didn't get invited to that one.
No, you didn't get invited either. This is years ago.
Right.
What's the point?
We went on a tour.
Auschwitz. Did you get a guide?
Well,
Self-guided.
So we had a driver that drove us there that kind of like set us up for everything. And on the topic of laughing at the wrong time.
Right.
Oh, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No.
You didn't.
Don't do it.
He was telling us all the history of everything, like even about how his family were affected by it.
You guys start laughing.
One of the boys, I won't name drop, farted. And it was...
Oh no.
And it was like the worst smell that you've ever smelled.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He was mid-sentence and he just stopped.
Who was it? I was somewhere abroad in like Spain or something, and someone get farted in the taxi. And the taxi driver was like, "If anyone does that again, you're fucking getting out of my taxi."
Oh wait. I'm thinking. No. I was in one in like for Magaluf. Were you in the taxi? Because I was in one for Magaluf with like all the YouTube boys when we went, and yeah, someone was doing that then. The taxi pulled over and was literally like, "You do that again, it's a big 50-pound fine." It's very like, you shit on the floor, you £50. But yeah, like so.
But they can't fine you for farting in the taxi.
No, that's
Anyways,
what they said. They said, you turned around and said, "That's so disrespectful. Don't ever do that in my taxi."
It is.
It fucking reeked. Ergo.
So, anyways, what have you boys been up to?
I want to say Luke had looks like the goals holiday of his life.
Yes.
Been on a trip.
Looks like you're both glowing.
You were.
Yeah, it was actually a couple's trip. You know the last time I went on a couple's trip?
With Ollie Edwards.
Barcelona. Wasn't a couple's trip though.
Oh, Anna came along as well.
Fifth man.
Oh,
Fifth
I was meant to
Weller
come.
could have been there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you meant to come along actually.
I think you were actually invited, weren't you?
Did it was one of them where I was just like, I can't reply to any messages right now.
I think you were actually, I think you said you wanted to come, but you were like, I think it was like you were too scared of her.
Scared of her?
that might
Scared
be
of
true.
Anna?
Yeah.
I love Anna.
Yeah. But like now...
Now you love her.
But like this was 2016.
Back when you were scared of women.
Why were we scared of women?
We?
No, you were petrified.
Nah, not me, mate. Always loved women myself.
You would go as red as a tomato whenever you spoke to a girl.
Because Caroline was talking. It's my fucking business studies.
Who's Caroline?
Business studies
did you
teacher.
fancy her?
Oh no. No.
Oh, okay.
Caroline. Nah. Not now.
But yeah, I will say that like seeing the images of you and your girl, you look like the perfect picture.
Yeah.
You know, we said it off camera, brother and sister vibes, but that doesn't actually take anything away from it because in fact, I saw a thing that maybe our soulmates actually do look like us. And we do actually look a bit like each other. Maybe
quite rare for me to find someone that looks like.
no, but mate, you might find a polar bear.
I've already found my soulmate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh yeah, you look well opposite as well. So maybe one size.
Opposites do attract, though. Look at a magnet.
There you go. So it's not one size fits all, but you did look both very beautiful.
Yeah,
and
it
looked like you
very
have a lovely
gold.
time. So
The
more
weather
like-
was beautiful. You had great vibes, great company, great food. I saw your T-bone
Yeah.
steak. I was way.
The the food was sick. Do you know what? That's one thing I was surprised about. We went to this little, for anyone wondering, like it's a place called Kalkan in Turkey.
Kalkan.
Yeah, and it's on like a mountainside basically.
Wait, normally like people just go to like all-inclusive in Turkey, didn't they?
Yeah.
How far from Antalya is this? We're talking.
We flew into Dalaman, about 2-hour drive.
Oh no, not a clue.
Quite
nice.
Get some pics up on camera if we can on screen right
Yeah,
now.
I'll
Just
send
send
some
some in,
through.
just so we can get an idea.
Mate, everywhere we went to eat was fucking class. And you know, normally you go places like this and you got the pushy people that are trying to get you into their
Like, come into my restaurant.
Not sure we
Italian?
can do the accent.
I could,
An
I can
Italian.
do an accent.
It's Italian.
I can do an accent.
Right.
Go on.
Go on then.
Come into my restaurant.
No,
I can't.
no, because there you went a little bit Indian.
But think about it. What's actually wrong with that? What's actually wrong with that? Why can I do an Italian accent and not any other? Like, think about it. Why are we inventing ourselves to be offended by things that aren't actually anything to be offended by?
I'm not offended.
I'm not offended.
I'm not mocking him. My intentions are not to hurt anybody. I'm just literally doing an example.
G'day.
Yeah, I'll do an English accent. Come into my restaurant. Come in.
Yeah, but that's not how they sounded.
They go, hello there, sir.
Come in.
But
Wait, come in now, bruv.
That you wouldn't go into that restaurant.
Come in.
I wouldn't go in that restaurant.
Nah, I wouldn't go into that one.
Wait,
I would-
brother,
yeah, but
come in.
Would you come into the one where it's like, come in now? I'm being very polite. Come in, sir.
No, I like the ones.
I wouldn't go into anyone. You know when you are going down the street and someone's like trying to usher you into their restaurant, that's like the biggest
I agree.
anti-advertisement. And that's what I'm saying here. I'm not saying that, it's one certain type of accent that does it. I just gave an example.
We got into this.
No,
He likes the ones where they go, "Oh, big man, you're looking kind of nice
can't do that
tonight."
accent. So that's what I'm saying. I'm doing all the accents.
You like when they compliment you, don't you?
Uh,
A sexy man, come in.
yeah, that helps.
You're sexy, man. Come into my yard.
Was there a lot of tourists
would
there?
that
Was
work?
it quite a?
Literally all English. I swear to God, if
Oh.
you're going there,
Oh, so I thought like
they would rather Great British pounds than the Turkish lira.
really.
Yeah, so I was fucked also because a lot of people take cash and I didn't take any cash. Who the hell uses cash?
We don't
the
need to anymore.
hell?
You can sign up to Revolut and
Well, no. He's got you there. He's a jokester.
there was a brand deal.
Nice work. I'm sure our other sponsor is going to love that.
They don't know.
We don't have sponsors.
Yeah.
That's a rare occurrence.
But I had to constantly withdraw cash from the cash point, and they
Pay by card?
absolutely no. I went on a boat trip. He wanted cash.
Yeah, cash in hand and the tip.
Yeah, and the tip. I did tip.
Sounds like you didn't tip.
No, I did. No.
That definitely sounded like he was lying.
No, but I
Tip?
had.
Oh yeah, no, I tipped. Yeah, right.
Definitely did.
No, I promise you.
But you tipped like a tenner.
Lying is
What's
a
wrong
sin.
with a tenner?
It's a boat trip. You meant to tip like a couple hundred.
Yeah, like
it was only
£100
£100 a person.
Yeah, it's another 100 tip.
Granted. Okay, no, look. That's not what I'm on about. The tip was it was a bit awkward on the we had like a private car back. And we'd all used up our cash, right? We burnt it up because it was so expensive to withdraw cash because the rate they give us is shit. And then they charge you on top of it. And then
Revolut.
I was using charged me an additional fee.
Whoa.
On top of it.
I thought you used Revolut.
I mean, the
Wait.
bank that I use charged
Whoa.
me a fee on top of it.
Disingenuous.
This is Tango Ice Blast all over again. They chipped us off because I accidentally held a Cineworld own brand slushie. And now you're saying you use Revolut.
We won't get fucked off for that.
We
God,
won't.
whoa.
You will.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that word and just Theo say Revolut.
Revolut. And they just put that in instead over when you say Monzo. Please do it.
But yeah, they'll do it. Do it. So when we got the car back, the guy was well nice. He pulled into like a petrol station to fill up, and he brought us all like a bottle of water and an ice cream each.
And high school.
Was this the guy that runs the boat company?
No, this is the guy that was giving us a lift to the airport when we were done.
Oh, you're a taxi
Okay.
driver.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah, but it was like a car that we had hired for someone to drive us.
You hired a private.
Well, I sorted it through like the company it was like a concierge company that sorted the villa out.
Hang on a second here.
Hey,
let's rewind a second.
Let's circle back.
Let's circle back on
right
this.
now.
So Luke Martin is out here booking holidays through a travel concierge in private cars and private boats.
Can I just say,
I'm looking beautiful with a beautiful girlfriend.
this
in a beautiful villa with beautiful food.
Almost like you made it in life.
it was actually, as it goes, like a cheap trip.
How much?
Really?
The villa for the week, £1,300 between 4 people.
5 foot.
Yeah. Double.
Flights, 255 each, 250 each,
Double high foot.
and spent like $800 out there or something.
On a boat trip, a private car, and all your food.
The boat trip was £100 a person.
That's pretty beast mode. I can't lie.
Wow.
But obviously-
Luke Martin's travel agencies. That is, if Wafflin doesn't continue, you've got your job.
You are very good at finding a quick buck and like cheaping it out, aren't you? You are pretty
Mate,
good
no,
at
but
that.
he's good at it, and I don't think that's a bad thing.
No,
Luke
I'm
Martin finds the way to make it affordable. You know, Martin's price, it's got to be right. He is. He's quality.
It's actually pretty damn good there.
But I do encourage tipping. I just couldn't tip this guy at the end.
Couldn't.
I didn't have any cash.
Aren't or won't.
No, you actually. It is a won't because he could have got cash out at the car charger thing you went to. Was it called a petrol station?
No, I was asleep. He woke me up with an ice cream. I was asleep in the back
So
seat.
nice, by the way. My taxi driver.
He was not. I mean, he was evidently not happy that we did. But what could I do? Give him my wallet.
Well, you did pay for his services at the end of the day.
I did also pay like £120 for a taxi ride. Do you know what I mean?
That's right. So you
But
took me over an eighth of the total money you spent out there was on a taxi.
Well, it was split between 4 people.
It was 120 quid each for the taxi.
No, it was £120 for 4 people.
Oh, so you didn't pay £120?
No,
I'm lost. I can't lie. It sounds like we're doing math equations. Did you have a good time?
Had a lovely time.
Your steak
I
quality.
would highly encourage it. I met a couple of Wafflin fans out there as well.
Yeah? Did they give you the old legitimate?
No,
Did they say Jamie Vardy?
no, just said they love the podcast. By the way,
What did they call you?
no, I saw one guy as he was walking out the bog, and I was waiting outside, and he's like, "Oh, the lock's dodgy." And he's like, "Oh, I love the pod, by the way."
Jamie.
And then I forgot the other one. I can't remember. Oh no! No, there was another one out there. Got to jump the queue at airport security.
What, because he recognised you?
Yeah. So
That's
basically,
class.
In Heathrow?
Gatwick, someone had opened. You know they do the little barriers things for
yeah.
those things. Someone had opened it, and people started walking through, and he was like vexed. So he like shut it up and was like, "Well, now you're all stupid. You've just joined a longer queue, basically." And then he was like, "Oh, but you guys can go through." He's like, "I love the podcast. So you're a legend."
You would have felt like a right knob, though, wouldn't you? Just like looking at everyone staring at you, like, fucking pricks getting through.
I didn't feel like a knob.
Oh, of course you would.
just-
Yeah.
Well, why would I?
Because I'd feel all embarrassed. I'd go
Just
bright red.
embrace the moment he was in.
Yeah,
he
that
was
was
given
cool.
opportunity. He took it.
Yeah.
He took it,
Maybe
he
that's
did.
a moral of life we should all take.
How long did? I bet it saved you a long time.
Don't know.
Interesting.
How would I know?
There was another airport story that happened on my Palaver trip.
Go on that
Palaver
It wasn't
trip.
a Palaver, it was a lovely trip actually. Also, by the way, Mackey's in Rome was like really cool. It's like massive Roman historic, and you could buy beer in it.
Okay. Did you see? Because obviously I went to Rome, did a little solo video. I saw, I don't know if it was the same part of Rome, but that all of these like modern day buildings were just built into really old
Really cool.
style buildings.
That
And I
is
thought
nice.
that was really cool. It's like
Yeah.
you've got Uniqlo, but it's in some sort of what looks
Well,
like should be a
Let me tell you about
cathedral.
this. Let me tell you about this, Joe.
Go on, Malfoy.
Rome is like a lasagna.
It is.
Yes, it's
You've
built on,
nailed it.
It's built on layers. It's layers upon layers upon layers. So actually, the Roman Forum was only discovered like a couple hundred years ago.
What's a forum?
The Roman Forum, the massive.
Like
Like
Reddit.
people that send in videos and like
You went to Rome. You don't know
comments.
about the Roman Forum.
I just don't.
What?
That's the thing. We're in planet Earth and we don't know everything about it.
It's like I'd say it's like number 3 major tourist attraction to go.
Fuck.
To. It's
Okay,
like
yeah, talk to me.
Vatican Colosseum.
Educate me.
Roman Forum is like basically where it was like the town centre for Rome. So this is where all the history is. You know, by the Colosseum, there's like loads of.
Yeah.
It's that.
Oh, I went there, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And but Rome is built upon layers. So all these buildings that are like old, as you were talking about, they just started like building into them. Obviously, some of them they do keep us like very historic, but some of them like not that old, so they just build on top of it. It's quite cool.
That's a much better way to do it. You know, like when you go to London and you go to like the nice streets, like Regent Street and shit, like the architecture there is sick.
Yeah.
But then you go to somewhere where like they've been newly built
Well, actually,
and stuff. They don't give a fuck anymore.
They were telling me London is actually, I think, behind Rome. I think they were like, it's the biggest Roman ancient civilization, London, in terms of like how much stuff is actually there.
Roman.
Yeah, it's Roman.
Oh.
Obviously, Romans invaded Britain, didn't they?
No, I mean, they pretty much conquered all of Europe.
Yeah.
But they invented roads.
Really?
Yeah, didn't the Romans invent...
They didn't invent roads.
Yeah, they did.
No,
Well, like,
they
so
modernised them. They
No,
make them straight.
Wait, surely like it started like the freaking Neanderthals. No,
Yeah, no, roads. They were like
The
they made straight roads to cut the distance.
The Neanderthals, right, would have surely just like walked their woolly mammoth or just like walked
On a
down
path.
paths.
Can't have
like,
a pet woolly
No,
mammoth.
I understand. But what I
might
mean is
do.
like just walking down the path. Like it would have started with walking through paths,
No, but
through
like
jungle,
paved roads.
but paved roads. Because that's what I want to know, mate. Malfoy, what's he looking at? He's picked up Luke Martin's bottle for no
Carry
reason.
on, sorry.
Yeah, just obviously you see the roads in Rome, like they were very cobbly in a way where
Cobbled
you're like,
streets.
how could anything actually, whether walk over this without breaking your ankle, or wheels, or even horses? Like, so what did you learn about that? I'd love to know because obviously I went and learned fuck all. So,
I didn't learn anything about the cobbled streets in Rome.
oh, because they were like almost big boulders, right? Each, you
Yeah,
know,
apart from when Jodie wore heels one night to
did you
dinner.
stack it?
She did a little bit, but she locked on to me. You know, I
Strong man.
Yeah, you're big.
There's beautiful food there. I honestly, absolutely stunning. I loved the food there. It was just fantastic. Did a lot of food videos out there though, so I felt a bit fat by the end of it because I was trying different types of food.
I asked to
viral
be in
food.
one of his food videos and he said no.
Well, I said
Malfoy,
no.
did you say no?
I said I didn't say no. Would you like me to
You
read it
did.
out? Do you want me to read it out? My reply.
Read it out. Surely off the dome because you'll remember exactly what you've said, right? But if it was with truth.
No, I've had too much Fanta. I can't remember.
Too much Fanta.
Luke said, "I want to be one in." I said, "Sorry,
One in.
mate."
I need to
No,
be,
that's not what I
I
said.
need to be
Just-
one in.
He said one in.
No, I
Instead of
didn't.
In one.
He said, "I want to be one in." Smiley face.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Show it.
Right there. See.
I
I said, "Oh, sorry, mate. Too much sugar and devil foods in these videos."
oh, you thought he might judge you?
Well, no.
No, he was mocking
I
me
was mocking him.
for having my beliefs on food.
Oh, what do you think, Malfoy? In your,
So I
in
said
your
he can't have his views on food and then come on my video and try all this sugar and devil food.
No, but
Why?
surely he can. Surely it's like, you know, he may have his views, but that's like saying just because I believe in something means that I can't now go anywhere else. It would mean like me. It would mean me, Malfoy, only living in forests from now on,
I think
rather than integrating into the real world.
integrating into society.
Bruh. Do you know what I mean, though? It's like, you know, this could have been a cool chance for you to actually, like, maybe, you know, or unless you felt
It's like-
ashamed.
No, I was just having banter with him.
It's like
Amazing.
asking a dad to let like your bigger brother like do something for you. It's like I want to play a game and I'm trying to get him to ask you for me.
What?
You know, like,
What you on about?
you know, like when you're a kid and you ask like your dad to be like, "Can you let me
No,
play?"
I've only just met my dad and I saw him again this weekend for the first time in 10 years.
Well, second time.
Do you want to go in?
Oh, fuck, I haven't told you, boys.
Well, you told me.
Yeah. I met up with my father and had him round one-on-one and we just spoke through everything.
For how long?
Oh, well, 2 days straight. And just like, it was amazing. Sorry to segue, but it just reminded me. You've just said, oh, do you remember when your dad did that? And I was like, no. He wasn't present in my life. And then that reminded me like, oh, wait, yeah.
Oh, so it was
this
class?
weekend I did that.
It was class.
Anyways, continue your point.
Well, was it class?
Oh, mate,
Yeah.
it was fucking amazing. It was like the
That's
best
brilliant.
thing. It's what I realised. It's like, that is what I've wanted my whole life.
That's amazing.
Like to actually have that like real on a level chat by my dad with my dad and feel that unconditional love. Which like,
Did you hug?
obviously, mate, all of it. Like hugs.
All of it.
No, hugs like as in like, you know, it was, oh,
That's a joke.
where your mind goes.
You shagged your dad.
Oh my
Honestly, we just
God.
love each other so much this week.
Oh my God. Oh my God. No.
That does sound really nice.
I did not shag my dad, but I did chat with him and yeah, hugged it out and just, mate, it was so cool to just be able to like sit down, talk about anything and everything
Yeah.
and relate in so many ways
Oh, interesting.
and gain an understanding of things that I thought were so concrete. But actually like hearing about, you know, what actually transpired from his point of view and whatnot, in terms of my upbringing. And yeah, man, like just fucking the best thing.
It must be so
Really
interesting
good.
because you only know from your point of view. So like the whole other side of it, you probably had actually not much idea what was going on. Is that true?
Well, in terms of like, obviously, as a child, you
Yeah.
hear, this is what happened. This
Mhm.
is why the things are the way they are. But I guess, yeah, there's two sides of every story and then the truth. I guess you could say, like each people's opinions, their recollection of the memory, which may be bathed in, you know, their bias that makes them feel better about it. Oh, you've both gone to get water at the same time. Wonder what that means.
Thirsty.
But yeah, no, basically, yeah, just obviously hearing his side of things and whatnot, and it's just a lot of clarity. And even for my sister, me and my dad both went and saw my sister, spoke on a level about things, really hugged it out there, and it's just that realization of, hang on, it's not that like we actually are meant to live with this resentment of, I didn't have parents, you know, in the stereotypical way. Everything has led to this now, so I don't regret everything. Like regret how it's gone. But like, it's what we do moving forward. It's now that we're aware that we do love each other. How can we actually like integrate this moving forward?
So also, you're probably at an age and an emotional maturity where like you can have this bond and connection now and sort of get past things and now live the rest of your life in a better way.
Yeah, it's like, you know, understanding and hearing all the ways. Like he's always wanted to do these things with me, and maybe not been quite like able to integrate into my life in the way he wanted to. You know, seeing him maybe one day at a time when I was younger. Maybe very briefly. It wasn't like time to actually like develop a bond.
Yeah.
And like, you know, looking at my whole life, it makes so much sense how everything has gone the way it's meant to. But like now understanding this, it's like now that we're both adults, like we can go and do all these things. So whether it be like, I don't know, going fishing, going like hanging out, going and do these different things, but also talking totally transparently. Whereas up till now, it's always been very surface level. It would just be like, oh, let's go watch Brighton play. We had season tickets together, you know, we'd go and watch them play, but it would just be the football, a bit of small talk, what you've been up to, and that's it.
Not really get to know them.
Yeah. And I think now just realizing actually he's like the perfect dad for me. And like actually we get on and we're so similar in so many ways.
Interesting.
So yeah, quality weekend.
That's amazing.
Love it. Alhamdulillah.
I imagine there's going to be some people watching this who maybe have like estranged dads or no relationship with their dad. I think you're quite fortunate in the sense that your dad actually longed for the relationship with you as well. Like, so obviously there are cases in which a child really wants a relationship with their dad, but the dad is just not interested. To anyone listening who is going through kind of everything you felt up until the point of meeting your dad, what advice would you have for them?
So,
great question.
That was a phenomenal question, by the way. Like,
thanks, guys.
That was class. Yeah, I just no. But yeah, like I totally hear what you're saying, and it's that thing of like now I can see all along my resistance, thinking that I had it all figured out. Like, no, I know the situation between me and my dad. It's a bit uncomfortable. It's a bit awkward. Like I've hung out with him loads, like for a day at a time, but like and felt it's a bit awkward and a bit surface level. I don't need to go there anymore. Like that's what I felt for 30 years. And obviously, you know, I can go into how this came about of actually meeting him. But ultimately, what I've realized is my resistance and thinking that I had it all figured out was actually limiting me. And I think like maybe, you know, if you haven't got actual concrete evidence, i.e. you haven't had those conversations, you haven't spoken and been vulnerable and just spoken, then maybe you won't fully know. You won't fully know until that happens. So maybe an open mind is the first thing I'd say, and being okay with being vulnerable. And I can only talk from my position because I know that, again, everyone else may be like in a position where that if they, you know, said the wrong thing to their parents, there might be repercussions. But yeah, from my point of view, absolutely just through that conversation, I realised all along, oh wait, all he's wanted to do is love me. All he's wanted to do is love me, and maybe he's not quite known how to communicate that. And through me asking questions or me being vulnerable, it's now started. And yeah, I can sit there and go, well, he's the dad, he's older, he should have known what to say. But hang on, if I'm aware of it, what's stopping me going and starting the conversation? And it not always being like they're the parents, they're older, but actually, yeah, I can go and do it. And I did, and was vulnerable, and the ball is now rolling, and it's just amazing. And, you know, I've got to be thankful for my sister. She went and met him like 2 years prior, and ended up inviting him to her wedding. And obviously that wedding, 1 week after ayahuasca, where I had all these like realizations about like love and what we're here to do and all that. And I was like, when I met him, it wasn't like how I probably would have been before, which is a bit awkward. I just went up, like, gave him a hug, said, it's great to see you. And like, yeah, we've got lots of catching up to do. And it was just like a nice, loving day. And then we've gone from on, you know, we didn't figure it all out then, but then afterwards, a couple of weeks later, we've now met up one-on-one and spoken about everything. And then it's just, you know, going with the flow and allowing it to unfold. Like life isn't all, it's not all going to be fixed like that, but you can start.
See what happens.
I'd say that's it. But one little addition to that is obviously, you know, some people may be thinking, all I want to do is get through to my son or daughter. All I want to do is get through to my parent. But yeah, in certain ways, it can feel like until someone's ready to listen or able to hear, they won't be able to listen to what you're saying.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is like they may need to go through certain lessons for themselves before it makes sense to engage. So you can't force someone. I can't go, please listen to me, please listen. Like, you know, and that's where it's like all we can really do is show love and talk with love and make it a loving thing and just, yeah, that's all we can do.
It's actually quite similar in many ways to like someone who has an addiction to say smoking or drinking or whatever. You can do as much as you can to help try and change that person for the better, but until they want to do it, they're not going to quit.
Yeah, it's like they've got, you can't.
You need to, it has to come from within.
Brother,
We're trying to stop your mate drinking Fanta.
Speaking of which, actually.
But yeah, brother, it's literally that concept is true. Until someone gets it for themselves, they may need to, I don't know, feel the pain, feel the suffering, feel the injury, feel the whatever it is that's going to make them eventually get it. And retrospectively, it might make, you know, it might all make sense as to, life's been trying to tell me this all along. But until you get it for yourself, that's why it's like, don't waste your breath trying to change everyone and trying to convince everyone. The best thing you can do is just do what you want to do, which is have fun and make your life as joyous and as freaking like fun as possible. However that freaking looks for you, brother.
Amen. Which I think that leads us probably quite nicely on to, you said we had some comments from last episode.
There were some comments. I was reading through. I was a little bit intrigued by them, actually.
Go on, chat.
Are you able to pull them up?
Are you sure you want me to?
You can do whatever you like.
Are you sure you want to read them?
Yes.
100% want to read them.
110%.
Let's go.
Do you know what the beauty of being?
It's very interesting after what you just said just then as well.
29-year-old
Okay.
men. Okay. Anyone could say anything to me online.
You're not scared, are you?
And it wouldn't keep me up at night.
Oof.
Unless maybe if they said like, I know where you live and I'm coming to your house.
Wait, did you see who I met the other day?
It's going to be loads of comments on that now.
Did you see who I met the other day?
Who?
Messi. No, that was Cole Anderson.
Messi?
No, that was Cole Anderson.
Yeah, I thought that was AI.
What the fuck? He met Messi?
Mate, what the fuck? He's got like a picture with him. But
Yeah, just like, hey.
Wait,
like, Messi looks happy to be
Yeah,
with
it's
him.
like as though Messi's the fan.
I've completely missed this.
Yeah, mate, I was like, what the that is
Maybe loves his
sick.
TikTok.
Mate, probably has seen it. Like, obviously, you know,
probably
TikTok is
has.
everywhere. You know.
That's class.
Yeah. So it wasn't Messi.
Basically, on Backside last week, right, we had this huge argument about Jeremy Clarkson.
Yes, okay.
Whether you like him or you don't like him, whatever. And me and Lewis, like, he's done actually really good for farming, like in British farming. He's actually doing a very good job. Tom was basically saying he's a fucking knob. He's doing all for himself. Tax. Like, hates him. I said, have you ever watched Top Gear or Clarkson Farm or Grand Tour? He said, no. I said, okay, right. Well,
So he doesn't even know him.
no. But look, you can say he's obviously had some negative things, don't get me wrong, but I like Grand Tour, I like Top Gear, and I like Clarkson's Farm.
Yeah.
That's as deep as it goes.
Fairs.
It's a huge argument on Backside. Like, a few days later in the airport, guess who I bumped into?
Jeremy Clarkson.
Jeremy Clarkson. How weird is that?
Yeah, I mean,
I saw the picture. You're in like a lounge or something?
We were in a lounge before the airport. But what I took away from it, right, he was so sound, I took a photo with him, whatever.
Did he know who you were?
Oh, yeah, no clue.
okay.
Obviously. He's like 70. But anyways,
It's not that obvious.
mate, he's like one of the most famous people in the UK, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would just hate to be that famous. Like, when he got into the queue on the plane, everyone on the plane was just looking at him and like you could start talking about him and like their opinions on him. Oh, what that is just like anxiety inducing hell.
Did he seem at peace with it? Did he seem like
I think he looked like so used to it. And like even when you're bored in the plane, his head's down on a seat like that. Doesn't make eye contact with anyone.
Right.
Because if he doesn't see it, it doesn't exist, I guess.
But do you think he's doing that from a place? I don't know if you could like read or feel it at all. But is he like suffering? Is he like I can't even look up? Or is he like I'm so content with myself, like I can just sit here and I don't need to like look around the room for any?
I think
validation.
exactly that, because even when he was queuing up, he didn't even look at the queue. I don't think it's a case of like I think he's doing it for decades, right? people having your opinions on someone for decades. You got to have thick skin and used to it. But it's quite interesting just seeing, because I've never really met someone, I guess, that famous in like a
Natural setting.
Yeah. So it's quite interesting to see how it sort of unfolded.
What goes through people's minds where they're like, oh, that person is over there, he's famous, he can probably hear me, I'm just going to say everything I don't like about them. Like, that's what you call
the thing is like
energy.
I think if anyone's projecting hate onto someone, they can't be happy with themselves. If that's what they're saying about someone else, what do you think they're talking about themselves like? Someone that's at peace and content, mate, you don't waste energy talking about hateful things when you're content and in a good place. All you want to do is talk about like good things and things that you're proud of and like uplifting things. So all it says to me is someone that's hating on anybody is that like, hello, I don't like myself. So it's just like a nice little radar. And don't get me wrong, like constructive criticism is amazing. Yeah, like I'm not saying, oh, we've got it all figured out, so let's not listen to anyone. I love like learning, and even like, you know, we can learn from anyone. But I think actual hate, and you can feel when something is directly like malicious, it's just like clear and obvious what that is.
I will say as well, I understood a lot.
They,
you know, when people come up to you and they're like very nervous and shaky and whatever.
Yeah.
I was talking to the boys in the group chat before. I was like, oh, fucking, you never guess who's here. They're like, mate, you have to get a photo. It's like iconic. You have to go get a photo. I was just so nervous.
Yeah,
about Clarkson.
But going up to him in the lounge, because I didn't want to like.
How did you do it?
Be rude. I did it as we were leaving for the flight. And then it clocked in my head. I was like, fuck, he's probably on my flight as well. He was on my flight.
Okay.
So I saw him again. But I did it as we were both leaving. And I was like, oh, guys, I love your show. It's absolutely brilliant. Do you mind if I get a photo? He was like, yeah, sure. But I had started talking as he was picking up his bag. And as he was bent over for, I reckon it was like 3 seconds. Longest 3 seconds ever, because it was just silent for like 3 seconds while he was picking his bag up. I was like, fuck, this is very awkward.
Did you feel as well like how you feel if you're feeling anxious in public and there might be a subscriber that's, you know, wanting attention from you? Did you feel like, oh crap, I know how that feels, I don't want to be that person? Or were you able to go, hang on, I know my intentions here are just loving and pure, and I just want to like let him know that I love him?
Yeah, because I did it in a way, like I shook his hand, I said, fantastic mind, which I think for me as well, that was the perfect way to do it. But it was just more like, he could have just said no, and the embarrassment of just like looking like a gimp in like the lounge front.
Yeah, but
why would you have been a gimp just because he said like rejection? And I think that's our fear of rejection. Like it can be that we feel like that's shameful and embarrassing. Like rejection is literally part of life, right? That in so many different ways. The word no, anyone successful has faced the word no so many times.
Yeah.
And that fear of rejection, like that is the fear of rejection that actually like stops us. Whereas in reality, mate, like it's never what we think it is.
I think as well, like it's very rare for me to go up and ask a photo for someone.
Mm-hmm.
So like I sort of, and also because everyone was like egging me on in the group chat, I felt this pressure to do it as well. So, but I'm glad I did because he was sound.
Did you take a sneaky pic of him?
No, I didn't because I don't know if you've had it. If someone takes a sneaky pic, you always clock it.
Yeah.
It's not sneaky.
Oh, the amount of times we notice it, like on the train coming up, where someone will be taking
you always
a sneaky
clock it.
well.
So I thought, even if I do a sneaky, he'll know. He'll have a pic radar or something going on. There'll be something going on.
I freaking rate that though, because like I had a similar thing with Randy Orton, except I didn't ask him for the photo because I was like, what if he's felt like how I felt at times? Whereas, you know, you can feel anxious in public. And it was like 4 a.m. Like it was both landed off a night flight. And it was like, oh, he probably just wants to be left alone, right? And like in reality, mate, me going over to him and showing him some love and being like, mate, I love your stuff. Like that, anyway, if someone's showing you love, like people will feel that.
And I think if you had done it as well, I think he really would have felt it because like, your authenticity about how much you love Randy Orton. If
he might have even actually known.
He might have even. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. But yeah, I think like that's what's sick. Like hearing that you actually did ask for the photo and didn't go, oh, that's like shameful thing to do. Like that's sick.
I love Top Gear growing up. And Grand Tour is fucking sick.
Oh,
yeah,
mate,
and that's so cool.
If you see Jeremy Clarkson, you've got to ask him for a photo.
Have you seen the photo's hilarious? It's the most Jeremy Clarkson photo.
Yeah. He's not even posing for the picture, is he? He just looks at the camera.
Yeah. There is an interesting, obviously, like counter dynamic that I can imagine. Yeah, just looking. It's sick though. But I guess like time and place, right? Because like if he was, say, sat with his, I don't know, wife and kids, eating in the middle of, eating dinner, would you have gone over?
He was in the lounge with his wife eating food. That's why when we both got up to go to the flight, that's when I did it.
Okay, when
I
he's
didn't want
getting
to interrupt him.
Yeah, because I guess that's the only times that I've like felt like, I think I told you, Luke, it was like, I was out, having an intimate meal for a birthday, and it was like, this family like loudly talking, and then one of the lads just like bowled it over, literally as we were putting food in our mouth, like eating this like essentially romantic dinner, and just bowled it over like, oh, can I have a photo? And I was like, normally, like I see everyone as just like, we're all the same. There is no difference between like anyone watching and us. We're all the same thing. And like nothing but love for like everyone. However, like you got to respect yourself as well, and like the situation, who you're with, and like the situation you're in. And that was probably like the first time I can remember that I've gone like, not now, mate. I'm enjoying dinner. Not now, thank you. Like, and it was just that. I remember like feeling like, mate, God, are they going to judge me? Are they going to think I'm a twat? Are they going to think this, that, and the other? But like, nah, deep down, like I did the right thing.
Yeah, you did.
Like out of respect, like I did the right thing. And if he couldn't clock that was the right thing, like that is his problem. And I don't actually like owe that.
Yeah,
and
sure.
I think, you know what I mean? Because ultimately, there is no difference between all of us, and you wouldn't go up to any other family that are sitting eating a dinner or a romantic meal, regardless of who it is. So, definitely don't fear going up for photos with these people, or obviously any of us. But like, I think, time and place, like judging the situation, reading the room, like you got to like still be respectful as though they are, like everyone is just people, right?
Exactly.
So yeah, I think as long as you're doing it out of love and respect, it's all good.
100%, man. I think you preach to the choir there.
Come on, G.
Is that the saying?
Preach to the choir.
No, preaching to the choir is like basically when you're saying something that people already know, which arguably everyone probably knows already. You know what I mean? It's like, mate, you're preaching to the choir.
I coined a couple new phrases this morning.
Go on, give us some.
It was fucking brilliant. I can't really remember it. It's something along the line of like, you're like shooting at the empty tree.
Don't you think there's...
You're shooting at the empty tree.
What is an empty tree?
So like, you're attacking me for no reason. I'm just an empty tree. Why are you shooting at an empty tree? Go shoot at the full
Why would
tree.
you shoot a tree?
I don't know. But when I said it just came out. Everyone understood the term in the context of the sentence.
Who were you with?
Like this morning.
Yeah, that...
I was like, you're having a go for no reason. Like, you're shooting at an empty tree here. Like,
I get it, as in like shooting at an empty... You could say anything after that. You're shooting at the empty dustbin, mate.
Yeah,
empty
it works.
barrel.
It makes sense.
It makes sense.
And it's another question, right? Is it about the energy, the intention in which we say something, or is it the actual words that we say?
It's the energy.
Is it like, I tree you, Malfoy? I absolutely tree you
I felt the love
so
right
much.
there.
Yeah, it's like I'm saying I love you, but because I say it with love, is it actually how we're saying things, not what we're saying, that is actually the key deciding factor?
Well, how many arguments have you had with girlfriends over it's not what you said, it's how you said it?
Brother, yes, and that's the thing. Like you can say,
No,
you
we
can
don't
talk,
argue. No, I'm joking.
you can talk about like even the most difficult topics, and if you say it in a loving way and you take like as in compassionate, and you actually talk about it, I feel like I'm not going to say sweeping statement everything, but like most things that we think are just the only way to talk about it is fucking with hate and talking awfully, actually could be such a more peaceful conversation if you talk on a respectful, loving level.
I noticed this.
Go on, Malfoy's friend.
This was on the flight over to Turkey. Someone was obviously, they had double booked a seat, right?
Yeah.
So someone was sitting in it.
Jarring as fuck.
Someone comes over. It's a woman sitting in the seat. Woman comes over. She comes over. She's like, "You're sitting in my seat that I paid for." Right? Instant conflict, right?
Yeah.
It kicks off.
Don't do that.
Naturally.
There's no need.
No need, man.
No need.
Don't do it, Malfoy.
How easy would that whole dialogue have been if she had just come over and said, "Oh, that's weird. Like, my seat is literally this." That, like, are you sure you're sitting in the right seat?
I think you're sitting in my seat. Do you want to double check?
Yeah, like something that is
Patronising
just,
prick.
But she came over so hot and it instantly kicked off. And that is the whole thing of like,
What time is
how
your flight?
you say something.
What time is the flight?
It wasn't early enough to be ratty.
Really interesting.
I had to wake up at 6 o'clock, or like 10 to 6.
I wonder though, it's like how airports often get certain people in their most like stressed out,
They bring out
overwhelmed
the worst
state
in people.
where they're like, it brings out the worst in people. But like then you have people that can like go through airports and just see the bigger picture and go, like everyone's in chaos right now. But like this is a time where actually like,
I love
being
airports.
calm, you can actually enjoy it even in the most stressful situations. And maybe that person had been all stressed out by the airport and now this is someone to just take it out on. And it's that thing of like the world's against me, I guess. Like everyone's against me, so someone's going to take it. And people do that through road rage or like chatting shit. And ultimately, like you're only ever just basically saying like, this is how where I'm at in life.
I actually love airports. I love traveling on planes.
Yeah.
Because when I get to an airport, it's like calm. It's like, I've got nothing to do except like...
That's the first part of the holiday. That's like...
you can have a beverage, you can have a Nando's. You have Nando's breakfast if you fancy it, if you get there early enough and get terminal.
Get a new travel adapter. Plug.
Always fun. See what books they got in the store.
Oh.
And like you download whatever you want to watch on your iPad and you just get on the plane, you just watch TV. It's like,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
like-
it. There's like no
Do you
responsibility.
know what, Malfoy? Do you know what that tells me? You are content with yourself. And that is fucking amazing.
What we are going to have though is someone comment
does.
who inevitably has kids. It's
Yes,
going to be like,
no, that's a nightmare.
try doing that with kids.
Well, I
No,
heard
I hear you,
Alan
I hear you.
Shearer talking about this on the podcast today.
Yeah.
He's
the
doing
podcast.
What's the one?
their podcast, football
Oh.
podcast, but he basically was traveling back from Kansas and had to do a layover in Chicago or something, whatever.
Yeah.
Got on the flight. It's a classic, like, oh, they're on the flight, gets cancelled after like 3 hours when they're on the flight, blah, blah, blah. He was like, I'm blessed because I could just go book a hotel and get the next flight out. He was like, I felt so bad for all these families with kids who were stuck in the airport at like 4 a.m. Like, what the fuck are they going to do? And like, how they're going to book things, and just the stress of having like young children and traveling is just awful. Don't know my point.
Well, I
really,
suppose
but
this is the thing. Like when you, but brother,
you've got to look at other people and think, oh,
but
No,
I
sometimes you're in such a good position.
yeah.
yes. But is it that like when it's your own kids, you can see the bigger picture, but actually when it's not your kids, you just see it as this purely stressful thing. So like if it was your own kids, of course, you know, feel for them, the whole like time difference and all that. But like what I'm saying is, wait, can I just clarify the point you were making regarding where are you saying that the
he
kids?
was looking at these guys feeling so sorry for them that like they're so like they're traveling with all these kids and
Yeah.
the stress of it and the money and like they're in such a
Yeah.
dire situation.
Oh, and then
Whereas
they.
he was just on his own. He could just chill, go through and get
Oh,
out.
okay. No, I hear you on that. No, I do hear you exactly. Yeah, like yeah. I thought you were saying as in like traveling with kids, it can be really annoying and stressful. Whereas that's not the point you were making.
No, well, I
Okay.
guess it can be.
Yeah,
How old
It,
is it?
it arguably would be more stressful, likely to be more stressful
You
than
want to make sure they're
traveling
safe at all
on your
times
one.
as well, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like if they're crying on the plane or they're too hot, they're kicking up a fuss over different things. Like it just
Yeah.
adds to your.
I think something that
Stress.
I saw and like, you know, I was away is like certain elements of Costa Rica. No, but like certain times I'd see like kids playing up and you could tell all they want is a bit of love. Like as in like from their mum. They just want their mum or dad to just give them a bit of like, I don't know, just like attention. And the mum would just be like, shush, be quiet, stop crying, boo. And like almost like being a bit more like just like essentially like hateful towards him. And then they'd cry more and more and more. Whereas like if
Poor
you
little
just,
babies.
I don't know, it just made me think, I know we get annoyed with like kids on, you know, transport and on the flight and whatever. But like, I wonder if there is actually a way to like pacify them that isn't just like, shush.
Well, they might be
do as
hungry
you're
and
told.
tired as well.
No,
though.
definitely. As in, like, yeah, there is that element, but as in, like, actually, like, in a loving way that's actually making them feel part of something. And I know it's easy to say before I've had kids. Totally respect that.
My brother and
But,
his wife are coming over from Australia soon with little baby. And
What, Mimi?
don't say the name.
Gonna go for a
No, don't
baby's
say the name.
name.
Private.
You've
information.
literally already said
you've
it
said
on
that
the
so many
podcast with
times.
Sally.
Wait, sorry, just to add, you still haven't showed us these comments from the last
Oh, yeah,
pod.
but I might ruin the mood.
No,
Mate, no, trust me.
Trust me.
me.
Nothing will
They
ruin
could
the
say
mood.
like, Weller's a wanker, Luke's a wanker, Luke's everything. I'm telling you, us boys are us boys.
See, the only thing that ever hurt us was the Dubai trip, but we don't talk about that anymore.
No, that hurt
Okay.
you because
That hurt you.
You felt bad about it,
Not doing
But
this
we
again.
can honestly
and I forgive
anything.
you
I forgive you
for what?
for fake crying.
On a level like what?
Could you
what is
please
it?
I had a
comment
well
that?
good question to ask you though.
Oh,
Well, you
go
can
on
ask
then.
us the question. Do whatever you feel you want to, Malfoy.
I was thinking about this earlier today,
Go on.
and I was like in my head, "Damn, I'm happy." Then I was like, "I'm going to ask these boys this question on the podcast." I said, "Here is this question:
Mm.
When is the happiest you've ever been?" And you're not allowed to say as a kid,
Ooh.
because it's so easy to say I was a kid, no responsibilities. You know what I mean? Like all I did was just play football and eat food. Cop out.
I would say genuinely my happiest year was 2021.
And why is that? COVID.
No, not anything to do with COVID. I think it was probably the last point in my life that I didn't have like really anything to worry about. Like I didn't have the real world pressures of now, like having my own home and stuff like that.
Finances.
Which I love, like finances. I had a super chill life. I saw people so often, like, because we were still at that age where people were going out and doing things.
It was a hot summer as well.
I had, you know, more money than I guess I ever imagined I would at that stage of my life, thanks to the podcast. I was in a great place with Ruth, which I am still now. But it was kind of like every pillar of my life was just class.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And I think I can think about, and I'm happy and content now, but I can look back at that distinctively and say that was probably the best year of my life.
Well, it's like they always say, how do you know you're in the golden years.
Yeah, you don't until I didn't realize it at the time.
You are still in your
Naturally.
golden years. So that was
Yeah.
2020. What are you?
Right now.
That's amazing.
That is.
Right now. And I think that's what's so liberating and so just like, you know, it's quality. But yeah, like a question I'd ask you, what about then, you mentioned worries, what can't you do now that you could do then to have it not affect you so much?
There's
You know what I mean?
there's nothing that I can't do now that I could do then. I just have more responsibilities now, and I think with responsibility comes just
Pressure?
normal pressures, and they're not pressures that are weighing me down on a day-to-day basis. Or
Is it more like in 2021 you were almost on the cusp of being an adult? You were more still kid-like.
Yeah, in 2021, I kind of had like a little bit from everything. Had like a lot of my adult life, but I could still kind of get away with behaving like an 18-year-old.
A kid with adult money.
I
kind of
wouldn't,
vibe.
if I was living the way I lived in 2021 now, I'd probably wouldn't feel good about it.
Interesting.
But because I was in kind of that sweet spot of my life, it was just nice. Like I never worried about anything. And now I just worry a little bit more. Not in a bad way.
We also have a bit more to live for, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. I've got more things on my plate.
In such a pathetic sense, I know about it sounds so pathetic, but like, so when I go skiing, which I love, I'm an avid skier, as you know, like I'm way more cautious and reserved and don't do anything crazy anymore because I feel like I have more to live for now. And I've seen so many accidents, and I've seen all of this and all that, and you don't even need to be doing something bad. It takes one. Now I've had a very close, a bad accident, which I thought I was dying. I did.
I'm dying.
So I'm dying. And I thought, fuck, I never want to do that again. So I've chilled out, and I just you get to enjoy it a little bit more. I thought mate, I'm not even joking. I thought I was dying. I looked out to the Alps, and I thought, this is my last breath. I must have told you.
What, were you like going off the edge or something?
No, I went off piste, and then I came back onto a blue run, and I was going pretty fast, but I didn't see the lip. It like lipped up onto the piste. So when I went over it, I sort of went like that, and then like catapulted, and like my skis hit my back, and like you've seen the bruise. Have you seen the bruise? Oh, it's horrific. It was disgusting.
Bruise.
That was bad. No, that was my arse. But it was my lung, which I was concerned about.
Oh, fuck, you thought you punctured yourself.
I thought I'd punctured a lung because I couldn't breathe for like 15 seconds. It was like a long... No, it was like
15 seconds?
No, probably more longer. You know when you're winded and it comes back? It didn't come back.
Oh, fuck. So when you're winded and it's just
it just wasn't coming back. And I thought, oh, fucking hell, is this what it's like to have a punctured lung? And like Jodie like came down sprinting. Like, oh my god, I couldn't reply to her because I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
So I was just looking out at the Alps. This is it. And then I started breathing.
You started breathing.
Well, for about 15 seconds, I thought.
Was that recent then?
Like 4 years ago. And then my dad came down. Like, what's happened? He had no idea.
Oh no.
He was like, you all right? And I was like, no, I thought I was gonna die.
Did you cry?
No, I couldn't cry. I was dying.
Inshallah to you.
Yeah, cool beans, man.
Can we read these comments now? I don't know why you're scared to show us.
Okay. Well, Theo is the only sane person left on the show.
Oh, interesting.
Why? Ask them why.
To me, Theo seems to have the most positive outlook. Yes, he'll drink a Fanta or whatever, but he doesn't let him get it down. He's happy and is still achieving great things, such as the beepity beep beep beep, the Iron Man. Did no one else think that torching Theo for having an odd Fanta was wild? We all know sugar is bad, but for you fellas, unconditional rejection or even trivial cheats in life, to me, just feels like a different form of addiction. Fully respect that Joe's journey is one of strict abstinence, but a healthy life look different for everyone. I can't read. You're fucked.
No. Do you know what's really interesting about these though, right?
Yeah.
So like I actually hear what they're saying, and it's this thing of like you can almost pursue this perfect way of living that's almost an addiction in its own way. Like it's like,
yeah, for sure.
If I don't do this, then I can't love myself. If I don't do that, then I get down. It's like actually realizing that you don't need anything, but if you want something based on like realizing, you know, you don't need anything, you've lived. And I think that's actually a good thing for all of us to maybe experiment with, which is seeing, go without the thing that maybe you can't live without, and just see like, oh wait, I'm not addicted to this thing. And then it's actually going, if I want to do something, it's because I want to, not because I'm needing to. So Malfoy, like, if you want to have a Fanta, fucking crack on, son.
First Fanta since
I mean, like,
2 weeks probably.
I think like that's the biggest thing. Like I totally hear. Like I have started going down that path. I mean, I've learned since, but straight after ayahuasca and maybe before was like, how can I just be perfect and not get anything wrong? But mate, it's
not perfect.
Through lessons as well is firstly what we're here to do, learn lessons, and you only make those lessons from being present and maybe getting certain things wrong. And it may not even be a wrong thing. It's actually you learn in a good way. So, bruv, crack on.
More. The way he spoke to Theo in this episode was actually so sad.
Really?
He was asking good questions and was constantly belittled.
Were you?
Well,
I mean, I'm sorry if you felt like that.
Yeah.
We never mean to
I
do that.
apologise.
I'd like to tune out towards the end of
Because
the
we
episode.
love you.
We do adore you, Malfoy. And we were actually saying on the car up here, they're like, you know what, Malfoy is actually such a loving bloke. Like, you can genuinely, you can genuinely be happy for other people. Like, if Malfoy, if Luke or me say something in the chat or anything, you genuinely are like happy for people. And I think that actually comes from you being content with yourself and you're content with how you're living. And it's actually like, mate, if you're content, fucking great. Like, that is literally what it's all about.
I am.
We were saying essentially, like, we can see that you are just a happy man and you are content with life.
Thanks,
You shouldn't let anyone dictate your life anyway. Yeah. If I tell you not to drink the Fanta, that's just because I believe you shouldn't. It doesn't mean you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, it's quite interesting that you tell me not to drink a Fanta, but have many, many pints every night.
It's true. I'm a walking hypocrite.
Yeah. And
but my thing has always been about balance. I wouldn't opt to choose to have a Fanta because I would rather allocate my bank balance for that on a beer.
I reckon,
I reckon
you've had more beers than I have had Fantas this year.
But you know what? This is a great point. What you two are doing as well now is like, we shouldn't be afraid to be ourselves as well. So like, if Luke's like, mate, I don't mind freaking spending my money on a beer instead of a Fanta, and you're like, mate, I'd rather the Fanta. And if I'm sitting there going, I'd rather none of those things, I'd rather it on something else.
Yep.
Mate, we shouldn't be sit here and go, oh, I'll keep that to myself in case someone judges me. Instead, that's what makes this convo always so good, because we all have different points of view and we're not afraid to actually say them.
I discovered that downing a warm, like a lukewarm pint is a lot easier than a cold pint recently. Sorry.
There you go. Exactly that. That's my point.
You know, we were having a conversation upstairs.
Yeah.
And then we started speaking to Ian, the finance guy, upstairs. For about 10 minutes.
Yeah, Ian from finance.
Came downstairs and Malfoy just picked up the conversation from like the exact moment we left it, like 10 minutes later. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Well, some of us have the mental capabilities to be able to jump between conversations through different periods of time.
It was incredible. I couldn't believe it.
Well, I've even had an idea that I said in the car, mate. Like, maybe sometimes our internal monologue can be not very helpful. And sometimes it's actually like not truly like the real us. That's why, like, meditating, you can observe your thoughts and realize what's you and what's not you, sort of thing. But maybe Malfoy not having an internal monologue is actually beneficial for him, because he's not got this voice that at one point is going, doubt yourself there, lack of self-worth here, indecisiveness there, nah, don't do that. He's just doing, he's just being. And maybe it's actually working in his favour.
In no timeline does Malfoy pick this up and think, oh, but it's got quite a lot of sugar in, because his brain just isn't saying that to him. Do you know what I mean?
Say that to me.
I mean that genuinely. You know, like, do you ever pick something up and you think, but calories or sugar or whatever? I'm not saying that's a good thing to think like that. But
not
like,
really.
The fact that you don't have that ability inside your head to say that to yourself.
Like this, I've eaten very clean this week, so I felt like a fat pig after Rome. I was going to say.
No, that's a good one. Oh my god!
Why did you say prig?
Then I started.
No, that's a good one. You fat prig. Yeah. It's a good one.
So I've been clean gains this week because I had a lot of fast food in Rome for videos, but I felt a bit fatty, bum. I actually picked that up to make a joke at the start of the show. I was going to like open my Fanta, but then I realised no one read the comments, so it wouldn't be that funny.
Like we wouldn't have got it until you showed up.
But I've got a really hard track session tonight, so that's actually just sugar and fuel for me tonight.
Okay, can I just say for anyone watching, like, we only talk about our own experiences. You live your life exactly how you want to live your life, and we support you in any way.
Don't support me.
Like, whatever you think is right,
this is living proof.
Go for it.
That friends can exist in different ways, and I'm going to tell Malfoy what I think or how I think we should live. He's going to tell me how he thinks we should live. You're going to tell us how, and we're just discussing. We're not preaching to anyone.
Yeah, I think like the moral of life really is that take what's useful, discard what's not. And if someone says something and you're like, I don't agree with that, that doesn't apply to me, you don't have to take it.
Yeah.
And you also don't have to turn on them and be like, you're a dickhead, shut your mouth. You can be like, fairs. And we're all entitled to expressing ourselves ultimately. It's not telling each other what to do. It's just expressing ourselves. And that is, I guess, what conversations are.
We're not insane.
We're not insane. But the thing is, they know that. Like, obviously, they know that. But it's a way to decipher the point that we're already discussing here, which is that,
now, the thing is, though,
go on, Malf.
You'll never know if you're insane until it's too late.
Oh.
It's like the end of Shutter Island.
Oh, what a great film.
Never seen it.
Oh my God.
I've never seen it, guys.
Oh, you got to watch Shutter Island.
I don't watch a lot of TV.
That ending is...
That's a must watch.
Cool.
But yeah, you don't know you're insane until...
You don't give a fuck.
No.
No.
He's never going to watch
No,
Shutter
this is...
Don't worry, man.
This is something about...
Don't worry about it.
No, when people are like, you need to watch this, you need to watch it. Again, people can't hear until they're ready to listen, right? So that's why now I catch myself doing it. Until you... Do you even have this problem when you're looking for a film? It's like... You kind of go to the ones that you already know because it's like if it's good or not,
No.
Whereas that's something that I've definitely done, and like I've spoken with people that do that as well, and it's like, yeah, until you're like, I've noticed when people go, oh yeah, you need to watch this, It's like, all right, yeah, but actually, I'm going to start giving it a go now. Like genuinely, I'm going to start giving it a go.
You should.
So Shutter Island, put it on your list.
And Shawshank Redemption, put that on your list.
Oh, that's another great film.
One that my dad actually put on. He was like, watch the first 15 minutes of this World War II film. Actually, it was about
Dunkirk.
No. Or was it World War II? What's Saving Private Ryan?
You've never watched Saving Private Ryan?
Yeah, when's
that's World War II.
Yeah,
Ryan. Everyone's seen Ryan.
So,
Tom Hanks.
Yes. So,
Feisty one you are.
Anyways,
He's actually just been cast in Star Wars.
So I basically was just watching that. He was like, watch the first 15 minutes.
How'd you find it?
Mental to think that, mate, that is what some people were born into.
Oh,
it's one of the most
imagine being
real life films.
You're 16, 17, 18 years old, all your mates, like we're all with each other, and we are going on to a beach where they are just using like guns to spray everyone down.
Yep.
And they are spraying everyone down. Like people haven't even got off the boat yet. They're by the shore and the whole boat's getting sprayed down. And you've just got to crack on and carry on while that is all. It's like, no wonder the PTSD from that.
Oh,
but
mate,
like,
of course.
Mate, we are so fortunate to be like where
born
we are.
In this era. And like, in this era, in this country.
Yeah.
More importantly, if you like that film, mate, you've got to check out Dunkirk.
Okay.
Oh,
with Harry Styles.
He is in it.
He is in it.
Okay.
But the soundtrack is just like, your heart is just like,
yeah,
you are drawn into it. 1917.
Yeah, good film.
And if you want a series, Masters of the Air.
Yep, another good series.
Okay.
You like that war era.
That's amazing.
The
Makes you think that.
World War II in particular is my favourite era. I don't know why. Always obsessed when I was a kid.
Maybe in a previous life you may have been in World War II.
Well, you did fight in World War II.
Yeah. But do you know what's really interesting though?
You remember?
You had another memory about it? It's all coming back to me.
It just came back to me. No, but imagine if that was it. Imagine if previous life I was.
No, what do you mean imagine?
The point I'm making is that I've only really watched like non-fiction and like documentaries, like factual stuff, because I'm like, mate, I just want the facts. Why would I want to watch this like made up stuff? But like what I've realized in recent time is actually that fiction stuff can actually communicate these messages that maybe are literal. So say like stuff that I want to say to you in a literal sense, making something that makes you feel things and connects to you via like this story
Emotional
can
attachment.
actually communicate the message you're trying to get across via this fictional thing. And that is literally the definition, I guess, of what creativity is. It's like making people feel things based on telling a story.
Yes, the power of story.
Yeah, it's the power of story via like a medium, which may be song, which may be on the stage, which may be, on a screen,
yeah.
books, like it's literally communicating a message. And I think like, wow, like I've really had my eyes open and like I've resisted almost like watching or consuming.
You've never really watched films, have
Mate,
you?
I've never watched films.
Yeah.
Especially non-fiction ones or
Do you know what
dramas
though?
and
This
stuff.
is if you do start getting into film.
Yeah.
Because I thought as a creative person, like it is so you almost fall in love that you care for these characters.
Yeah.
And you're right. Like whereas a documentary, almost you're detached a little bit in some ways. Whereas you care for these people and it makes it feel so real, and you see how in depth the characters are. There's so many films out there that could just blow your mind.
Yeah, it's funny
Inception,
because I reckon
Interstellar.
more people cry at films than I bet
Yes.
if you put like a Saving Private Ryan film on versus a World War II documentary, you know, detailing it, I bet people cry at the film and not the
Or
documentary.
even a charity video before like a soccer aid. Like some of that is really touching, but for a lot of people, you see it so often that it's almost detached from it.
Yeah, mate, I totally hear you. Like, it's literally 100% feel you on that. And I think like that's what I now want to go into. I was about to say something else and it's gone out of my head. So that
If
is
you
what
do
it
need
is.
movie recommendations, you have got some blockbuster, incredible films to now watch.
Do you know what? I'm kind of jealous
Yeah.
that you've not watched so many films.
When was
because
the
now
last-
you get to watch them for the first time
Do you remember the last time you had your mind blown?
by a film.
Yeah, I watched.
I've got one film that completely, I felt like changed my life. And I don't know why. Life of Pi.
Never watched it.
Oh my God. I don't know what it was. I watched it on a flight and it completely just blew my mind. That was the last film I think that I watched that was truly like, that's probably actually one of the only films that has ever really like
Hit
blown
you
my
hard.
mind.
Mate, I watched
Wait,
Shawshank
why?
Redemption. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know.
Did it make you cry? Did it make you laugh? Did it? What was
You
it?
also probably get so engrossed in it on the flight because you're no distraction as well.
Yeah, it is
You
normally a
intently
great place to
watched
watch
it.
a film. I honestly couldn't tell you like the whole message behind it of like, whoa, was this a true story? Like were all these characters just like a reflection of his family or people he was on the boat with, which won't make any sense unless you've watched it. But
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. The message behind it was great. Like I just loved the whole story, and I remember watching the film and like saying to Ruth afterwards, I was like, "You've got to watch that. That is like one of the best films ever."
Yeah, I mean, the last film that really stood out for me, blew my mind, was It Ends With Us. One, it's fairly recent. It's like last year.
Is that the one with
About
what's her
domestic-
name in it?
Domestic violence.
Ryan Reynolds' girlfriend, wife.
Yeah, what's her name?
Oh, Blake Lively.
Blake Lively.
Like, yeah, and it was just like, it was so touching because it's like, yeah, it shows the story of that, of how they, in the moment, their memory forgets these elements of violence. But then when they actually like reflect and then they realize, oh, wait, all along that violence was there. And how just like this new generation, like it's like It Ends With Us. Domestic violence has been there throughout. And it was just like so powerful. And I was like, yeah, like I think that's it can even communicate across of like what else can end with us through our family. Maybe it's not just violence. Maybe there's other things that families do and it can be that ends with us. Now it ends with us. And it was just like, yeah, like I've definitely felt the power of, you know, things that I have watched, and I end up going back and rewatching the same films, whether they be funny ones, emotional, whatever. But yeah, I think now actually giving things a try, and maybe ones I won't resonate with, but I think, yeah, like the ones that you're recommended, like, let me know, like, and even in the comments, like, let us know, like, any ones that you're like, watch this has impacted your life, even in a funny way, even if it's jokes, because it's important to not
Step
just do
Brothers.
serious stuff as well.
But have you ever seen Step Brothers?
I don't think so, no.
I genuinely don't think Weller would find that funny.
Do you reckon?
Is it like that American? I mean, but I watch American Pie and I find that all joke.
America, yeah, but because you
find
can
that
relate.
relatable.
It came on TV, on
Steve
ITV the other day, mate. It was The Wedding.
Yeah, I was watching that.
It was on TV, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was watching
had it
that.
on, I was like, this is actually
It's
Such
class.
a good film.
Stiffmeister.
when he's dancing with the gay
Wellmeister.
guy. Oh, good fun. I enjoyed that a lot.
Cool.
What's a film that blew your mind? Like, do you have,
Shawshank Redemption. I'd gone through. I
When
watched
did
it
you watch that?
Last year, and I don't know how I'd gone through 28 years of my life and not knowing the ending. That's quite impressive, right? Because that's like
not knowing the ending.
Well, Shawshank Redemption, the whole point you watch it is like the twist at the end, and like it's a very famous twist, I guess, isn't it? Like everyone knows about it. I had no clue.
Did you not ever finish the film?
No, I didn't. I hadn't had the spoiler. It wasn't spoiled for me. I didn't know what the ending was. So when I watched it, I was genuinely mind blown because I didn't know there was a twist.
Oh, so you've watched it for the first time last year? Oh, I thought
yeah.
you said you watched it loads of times before
No,
and never understood the ending.
first time.
Is it? What's the
Okay.
name of the actor in it? I can picture him perfectly. I can't remember his name.
Well, there's Samuel L. Jackson in it.
No, like the main guy.
It's not even Samuel L. Jackson, is it?
Who?
Sam Miguel Jackson.
Wait, no, is it? Is it Morgan Freeman?
Morgan Freeman. What are you trying to say?
He just said
Samuel L. Jackson. Morgan Freeman.
both iconic actors, to be fair.
Yeah. Snakes on a Plane. You seen that?
What's that?
I don't know.
What?
Shark? Isn't there like sharks?
Sharknado.
Oh, mate, Sharknado is
That's the worst
shittest film.
ever. But like the CGI.
Wait, surely you know Snakes on a
I
Plane?
have heard about snakes on a plane, yeah.
What?
Snakes are on the
Are you
plane, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The title gives. Are you telling me genuinely you've not seen it?
What's it about?
Snakes on a Plane. That is what it's actually about.
You ever watch Cat in the Hat?
Juice.
What's it about?
Is that about a cat in a hat? I've never seen that.
What about The Grinch?
Yeah.
You ever watched that?
Yeah.
Do you know what it's about?
With the green.
Yeah, but isn't a
Do you know what Finding Nemo's about? Wait, I lose it, son. You got Finding Nemo.
It's good. What about Star Wars?
well, you know all about that.
Do they just have battles in Star Wars?
Wait, you actually not watched Star Wars?
You actually should watch. It's actually a father and son relationship story. It's a love story.
Oh.
You actually should watch
You
Star
should
Wars.
watch-
I
know
watch Star Wars.
I know we take the
father.
piss out of Malfoy, but I used to watch Star Wars a lot when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like, I got my brother to like burn them onto DVD for me.
Burn them. I'm rewatching the Bourne series. Jodie's never really seen it.
Never really watched that. Well, like the Bourne Identity.
Bourne Supremacy.
Yeah,
Unreal.
No, I never watched
You
that.
should watch Interstellar. I'd love your takes on Interstellar.
Good film, very good.
I'd love your takes on Interstellar.
Okay. I'd actually like to ask you boys a question about horrors then, because
Right.
you know this, like there is so two
watch
sides of the
that.
story. So, if you're wanting to watch things that scare you and put you in a state of fear, what's that saying? But if you're able to watch them and actually see them for entertainment and not get scared, is that actually a step further? And I wonder if, like me doing that Haunted Abandoned series, right, I got to a point, mate, I'll be real honest, like I could go into one of those buildings now and just not get scared. Like, I think that's what the difficulty about like doing them. It's like, it was like really entertaining when it was like really scary and it brought out all of this like funny stuff because like I was so scared. But now like going into them, I'm like,
Been there,
I
done
don't
that.
find this scary. But I wonder if that's like a thing of like, once you conquer these fears and realize they're not scary, maybe you can be exposed to them because actually it's like I can enjoy a horror and just enjoy it because not because I'm a psychopath, but because like I can just see it and not get scared.
All right.
No, but I
It's
just,
people. I
what
think
do you
people
think?
love the adrenaline of it.
Yeah,
they
I
get an
think that's it.
adrenaline
But
rush.
would it only give you adrenaline if you were scared?
Well, yeah, puts you into fight or flight. But if you watch like The Conjuring,
Some of them,
I have watched them.
I think like sometimes they're too shit, and you're like, oh,
Too shit.
yeah, like
there
a
are
lot
some-
of horrors are shit.
There are some horrors that are. They're
They are.
scary.
Just shit.
But it's true. Some horrors are like almost gory horrors that I don't find
Yeah, like
scary.
slap-
but I wouldn't watch
yeah.
like the Sin or like those ones like. And
Yeah.
that I hated Woman in Black. I hate.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was scary.
That
I
was
watched
that was genuinely terrible. I got goosebumps.
Yeah,
now.
maybe. I
I
mean,
went to
that's
the
the thing.
cinema
Like,
to watch
maybe
that.
if we're not like, I just wonder. Yeah,
I
like
don't watch horrors.
Scariest
I don't
film
wanna
ever.
really watch Joe Weller
No,
exploring the mental asylum.
It is for me because I don't watch horrors. I watched The Woman in Black, and then we went to play Manhunt in the streets of New Haven afterwards.
Oh yeah, that's
scare
dangerous.
you.
Midnight.
Signs, 100%.
Yeah.
I find that the scariest film.
Is that with Bruce Willis?
No, it's with Mel Gibson.
Yeah, I'd say yeah. If any films, I want ones that are going to make me. I think that's why so far I've been watching like rom-coms
Oh, they're beautiful. I love
because like they just make you feel good. It's uplifting. Like I
Friends
want to
with
listen.
Benefits.
Like I want to watch that stuff. And I wonder if it's like
Great one.
No
the
Strings
same
Attached.
as like the music we listen to. If you're listening to like fuck this bitch and then gunned her down and then sold drugs. Like if you wanted to listen to that, like is that telling you something?
There is
I
one I
think-
watched recently, which was I don't know if it's a horror or like a thingy. Channing Tatum called
Or
Blink
a
Twice.
thingy.
Horror or like a. It's called Blink Twice,
Ooh, don't do
and
that.
you know how you're talking about the one where you sort of forget what's going on, what's reality and what's not, and a bit of abuse in there as well. It's
Yeah.
a really interesting subject.
Well,
Anyway, sorry.
Oh, is
I'd-
it like
I'd-
blink twice if you're in trouble?
No,
Oh.
nothing
Oh.
like that. No.
well, I think look, yeah, like for me, if I'm wanting to like watch something that's going to scare me, it's like why am I wanting to put myself in a space of fear? If I'm able to watch something and it doesn't scare me, then maybe it's because I've conquered that fear. I don't know, but yeah, like I don't think we should run away from fears. But like, if something does, if you know it scares you, like why would you want to put that on And do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I think it is that adrenaline thing.
Adrenaline,
Adrenaline, yeah.
It is. Yeah.
I guess it's overcoming that. That's why people can go and do like these insane, like, you know, cliff jumps and skydives. Obviously, with safety, I wouldn't expect anyone to randomly go and do that. But maybe the adrenaline junkies that do that is because they've overcome their fear and they trust themselves. And maybe that's what it gets to a point where it's like, I trust myself that I don't need to actually like fall for the scaredness.
Do you think it's overcoming the fear, or they overcome the ability of, you know, allowing the fear to stop them? Because I reckon anyone who jumps out of a plane still has that fear inside.
Yeah, the adrenaline, yeah.
But they're just at a point where they're like, well, I'm just going to do it anyway.
Would you go to watch a horror film on your own?
No, I also...
See, that's the difference. A lot of people go to horror films with like a partner or a date or whatever.
Yeah.
Would you watch it at home on your own in your bed?
Nope.
Well, this, mate, I'll be totally transparent. That same feeling that you're talking about then is how I'd feel when I'd be editing my haunted abandoned videos by myself at night on my own. And I'd be putting all the scary music, think that they all use. I'm putting that scary music to shots of me. And I don't even know yet, like, obviously, you know, believing in ghosts and all that. I don't know if I'm about to see on the footage that there is like something on the screen that I didn't realise was
really
there.
Should have edited during the day.
And like, mate... But I know I did, but obviously it would go into the nighttime, especially in winter, mate. Like, it gets dark really early. And it'd be like, mate, I'm editing this stuff and getting all scared and almost not being able to sleep at night. And I'm like, hang on, I shouldn't be doing this and just scaring myself. And like, I'd come back from doing those videos and again, have insomnia. I'd be so scared. And like...
That's not healthy, mate.
I know. And mate, it did actually make me think, like, you know, after all my recent revelations regarding the spirit world, of like, I wonder, you know, me and Elliot being there, like, calling out to any spirits and then asking them to like basically come and interact with us. Like, bruv, I didn't know I could have been inviting anything. And is it interesting how like, I started doing that series and started going all like downhill and like sucking the life out of me and seeing no point in anything. I'm just like, bruv, it wouldn't surprise me if like calling out to that stuff and watching that stuff and living in a state of fear does start inviting certain things into your life. I wouldn't be surprised. So
You need to start doing like outdoor boys type videos and like, go hunting for like, rabbits.
Yeah.
Brother, so I've just had a freaking phone call this morning with a production company regarding a concept that is, yes, and I wouldn't, you know, obviously I can't go into any detail at all whatsoever, but just know that there's a nature, you know, I love the nature stuff, I love survival stuff, and...
A bit more positive vibes, I reckon.
Mate, it's fucking amazing. But yeah, like...
We're going to the Amazon.
Whoa, we can't, what, whoa. What you say, what are you giving away?
No, me and Theo are going.
Oh, you're going by yourselves?
Yeah.
Okay, bless.
All right.
Yeah.
Should you watch Scary Movie?
That's
a piss take one, isn't it, though?
I used to find that funny, to be fair.
That is so, I'll wait, what?
Is it, what's the opening? Is it
Anna
Carmen Electra who gets like
oh, what, is that the really attractive woman?
When they get ragged by the
like fake, she obviously has a boob job and he like stabs her boob and pulls the implant out. I always remember that scene because she's like running through the garden.
Remember the coming scene?
What?
Yeah, where he like splats her on the ceiling. Wait, is that the scene where like when he takes her trousers off, he gets a chainsaw out to cut her pubes off?
When she starts having sex with the ghost, just on the ceiling. When he sucks himself off.
Isn't that what you did?
No, he got rid of his ribs. Like, I can do it. I can fucking prove it. Oh, fuck you. I can do it. I can. And he starts sucking himself off.
Or the one scene I always remember, is it from Scary Movie 1 where the girl's like kissing the old lady.
Oh, it's so cool.
Oh, and all that spit like, oh.
There, mate, you got to watch them. They're so funny.
That's so ridiculous.
Anyways, good times, eh?
The human body is an interesting thing, isn't it? Why do you reckon? So do you get disgusted by things? Because like, you know, whenever these like certain like, you know, fecal matter and like whatnot gets brought up.
Not really, but
I go like, ooh, and I wonder like why do you reckon that is? But like generally like blokes don't. Like blokes don't get like ooh about that. Like, you know, like toilet humour is often what like, you know, blokes like even from young like talk about.
Toilet humour.
Where like farting and like pissing and like all that, you know, all of that. I've never like felt like resonate with that stuff, and I just would like to understand like, do you boys? Pardon?
Huh?
What is it?
Don't say anything.
I'm just like trying to understand.
Oh, I think
Says a lot.
You like my cross legs,
Yeah, I mean,
sailor?
ultimately it's just a fart and a bit of poo, innit?
No, it is, and that's the thing. It's like
I don't like it when it's said
no,
like
no,
that.
I get it, but it's in like it is just the body is the body, so it's just like
want it.
Why would we find it disgusting?
I wouldn't want it like.
I know it's not ideal. You wouldn't want it in your mouth. You actually wouldn't, right? But like,
That's foul.
why would we find ourselves disgusting, or when we are all just
When you do like a.
Because that just because it is natural doesn't mean like it's nice.
No, it doesn't have to be nice, but for me, it gives me that like cringe feeling, like
You like
disgusting.
cheese?
Whereas like it's just like to be able to view it more objectively, of like it just is what it is.
Hang on, no.
It's like the same as a block of cheese.
I want to hear
dick
this. What-
cheese.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Well, it doesn't get that because he's
I'm
unhooded.
circumcised.
He's unsheathed.
What is dick cheese? Is it like old cum?
Mate, you are actually it's
They're a
very
ladies' present.
yeah, we literally have a lady present.
He's talking about knob cheese.
Our producer Nat is a very high class lady, and you are discussing your own big cheese.
Not my own, Luke's.
What?
Not mine.
Why are you going red?
It's funny.
What?
I need a wee.
Oh, apparently paracetamol causes autism. Have you seen that?
Oh, big pharma.
Nah,
Interesting.
Trump has come out and said that,
Shut up.
mate,
Shut up.
legit.
Paracetamol causes autism.
So pregnant women
Wait, I wonder that
pregnant women that are consuming paracetamol, the NHS have basically said there's no evidence to back this up, by the way.
Obviously, mate, autism existed
But-
before
but
paracetamol.
President
the
Donald
most
Trump
intelligent
of-
man out there.
the United States of America, like, did a presser and basically said, yeah, it causes autism. So now people are obviously, like, pregnant women are shit scared of taking paracetamol.
Wait, so one question I would ask on that then is like, obviously, for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, humans got their pain relief and everything they needed from the plants,
She probably had no pain relief.
right?
Yeah, they probably did have no
and,
pain relief.
Well, I mean, maybe there was. Maybe I wonder if we
Pain relief
researched
was
it.
like a book in their mouth.
But no, well, listen, hear me out. So for thousands of years, it's been like using stuff from plants, and then in like the past like 200 years, we've now been told all of that's a load of whack, and like please buy these
No,
really
that's not
expensive,
true.
really expensive medications that actually don't fully always cure you,
No,
but just make you keep needing to buy
I
them.
wouldn't say that's
75p.
No, I know, but I'm talking about like other like the. Do you get me?
I
Do you know what I'm saying at all?
I would argue penicillin is a bit more important than some of these herbal
Well,
stuff.
penicillin is a fungus.
Yeah, I know, but that's my point.
It's
Okay.
technically
They invented penicillin, though. They discovered penicillin.
Yeah.
They had to
They
leave it.
invented it,
They
but they just
they
yep,
discovered
okay.
it.
They invented it, actually. The scenarios they put it in.
But it's in like Malfoy. Have you, as much as you know about all this like modern day
Medicine.
pharmacy stuff? Yes. Have you looked into the same element of what the plant medicines do?
I haven't personally, but I've watched
Fair
a lot of
play.
documentaries about it. I watched a documentary about this young lady in Australia
Mhm.
who did. Have you heard about this one?
Yes, there was the
The
Netflix show
Netflix
made
series
on
was
it.
really interesting, I thought. But ultimately,
Doing the coffee enemas.
yeah, and all that stuff and the juices and whatnot.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think, for a lot of people choosing these herbal remedies and
But
whatnot.
it's not. But this is the thing: the herbal remedies that you see in Sainsbury's. It's like herbal.
No, like when they go to like proper things.
I'm talking like
not Sainsbury's.
deep within like
Yeah,
the jungles
but for a
that
lot of
humanity
people, I
used to live
think-
in.
They go to this as almost like a last resort for a lot of people. They're almost that, they've lost all hope really, and not all these modern medicines can cure everyone. We have a lot of modern medicine which prolongs life. You can go through chemotherapy and you can get cancer free now. You never used to be able to do that, and that's not because of like a tree or something like that. It's modern medicine is
But
intelligent.
is it not,
people.
well, ayahuasca's cured cancer many times, but just throwing that out there.
Medically proven.
Yes, it's people with terminally ill diseases.
That's amazing.
And it's been cured from. And this is the thing, and it's so where we're so like told that just the only way to do it is like modern medicine. That's the only way, mate. For thousands and thousands of years, humanity has used the plants, and I think it's just that we just aren't aware of it. And I'm not saying like everyone modern day medicine is bad and innately bad. It's fucking amazing in so many ways. But what I'd say is like where we shut ourselves off to certain things that may have been on Earth all along to help us, and that's all I'd say is like open mind.
I think that's true, and but I definitely think everyone should take big pharma with a pinch of salt. But I think there is so much that has come from them, which, like you say, cancer treatments or
Defo.
whether it's like
This is a weird one.
Go on.
I was going to say curing AIDS, because obviously like now AIDS, well, I think AIDS cropped up in the 70s and it's now no longer a death sentence.
It's not curable, is it though? It's different, isn't it? It's not. It's not cure it, but you can live with it.
Yeah, it's not curable in the sense where it's like, right,
you don't have to die.
You no longer have AIDS, but I'm pretty sure it now doesn't affect your life like with medicine.
Yeah, and not contagious either.
Yeah, and even if you do contract it now, I'm pretty sure if you take a pill like the next day, like you can get rid of it. That could be completely false, but I'm sure that's true. I was when I went wakeboarding in Beep Beep, Turkey. We got speaking to the woman that ran the joint, and she was an Aussie, eccentric, been loads of places, done loads of stuff. Used to work with like Jay-Z. She was in the fashion industry. She had a lot to say about that. She claimed that AIDS was invented.
Oh, it's a fucking nut job.
But wait, I mean, imagine if it was. Imagine if it was.
Oh, but it wasn't though, was it?
Imagine if it was. Because all I'm saying, I think where the place that I think is healthy for us all to be at is like, if we don't have concrete evidence that for ourselves, like an open mind of like either way, I mean, like, oh wait, imagine if it was. Imagine like, you know, certain other pandemics and whatever were not just accidents. Imagine either way. That'd be quite interesting, wouldn't it?
Because the COVID, right? Do we know if it came from a lab or not?
How would any of us ever actually
know?
know?
It came from Wuhan.
But how
did it come from the lab?
The bat. Yeah. From the bat.
The bat or the lab?
The bat was in the lab.
But as in like how
the bat was in the lab.
This is the point exactly. Like for sure, us three lads sitting in London right now are not going to be able to know concrete for sure. Like a lot of it, we have to just like trust and go even on Google like trust. But as in like how much again you can get into that whole rabbit hole of how much that we trust is like legit. And imagine if like certain things were intentional.
Now
who knows?
She sent me a video on.
Imagine if it was. Imagine if it was.
She sent me a video, called "Fall of the Cabal."
The Cabal.
Which I don't know what this is, but
ultimately you're talking to this lady, and your first thought was she's fucking mental.
No, my first thoughts were she's very interesting.
Well, so if she was in the room right now saying
nice.
this, would you go, I think you're fucking mental?
No, you wouldn't say that, would you? But you might think it.
Wait, really? So okay,
I can guarantee you, if I was there with Luke,
yeah,
afterwards you would have burst out laughing.
Surely just having a little open mind and just.
I'd be open. I'd hear him out, but you'd come away.
I was very
like
we were talking.
But the fact that surely you think I'm batshit fucking crazy then?
A lot of the times, yeah. Yeah, because like, if, for example, right, if I don't have my modern medicine, I will die.
Right.
So I'm
not saying that's you thinking that I'm saying that all modern medicine is bad, which is not what I'm saying.
No, but I think it's important to look at alternatives for sure.
It's not alternative. I would say the modern day medicine is the alternative. The original is like the actual stuff that has been used for thousands of years. I'm not saying that there's not been advancements and there's things that are amazing. I'm not discrediting that.
Would you not argue that modern medicine is now not the alternative?
Accessibility wise, no, it's the main option. But I'm saying like we've been around for like 30 years. Like, do you know what I mean? Like humanity's been around for thousands.
At the same time, Joe, you know, we've been around for thousands of years using these non-alternative medicines,
and we're here.
But the average lifetime was 25.
People died
way earlier.
A lot younger.
You got common cold, you're dead.
Okay.
You break your arm, you're dead. You get a fucking...
Wait, so you think that's guaranteed 100%? Yeah.
Well, there's
Joe,
a lot more likelihood.
If you get a cold now, you're not going to die.
No, but it wasn't guaranteed that every single person that got a cold
What if you got pneumonia?
died.
You're dead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but as in like, the fact that we're even here means that it can't have been that bad. As in that every single person by the age of 20 is dead, and that's where I'm like, I would love to do. It's where I would love to do my research and have a look and see, you know, the Egyptians that built the pyramids and these other civilizations, were they all dead by 20? Because like I know it's easy to go like,
I think it's more like 40.
Yeah, like
lifespan's extended throughout the period of time,
you could wonder, is it that like that was going to happen anyway? It's not just that because we've got this modern medicine and that's the reason only that we're all living longer. Maybe this was always how evolution was going to go. You don't know, and I think that's why I'm not saying a definitive answer. I'm just saying like open open mind is the best way to be.
No,
but I
for
know
sure,
that
for
can
sure.
be a bit like scary to be open-minded.
It's not scary at all. Not in the flat. I'm very open-minded, I'd say. But I would also say that you look at the global population right now, and I think it's very obvious the correlation between medicine, technological
You do realise
advance.
most people in the world though don't have access to the modern medicine that us privileged people do.
A lot of people do.
A lot of people do, though.
Most people do not. I'm just letting you know, we have free NHS. Most places around the world, mate, like this stuff isn't accessible. You might be able to get like some painkillers and whatnot, but that's not going to keep you alive.
It's not just about modern medicine, though. It's also about how we're living, the standard of living. And obviously, not everyone has a great standard of living 100%.
So the slums of India, what are you saying to them?
There's more people live on Earth than the slums of India.
Most highly populated country, India.
I know, but I'm talking about when you compare it to, say, caveman times, when there's like a few thousand Neanderthals around, you know, the chances are to grow their population will be a lot harder than to grow the population now. And now it's so far that actually got too many people.
Because I think also like part of that would be like now we've got so much access to food.
Well, yeah, 100%. Like, food isn't a challenge anymore. You just order whatever you want.
What I'd say is like life is like, it's not that like then was worse and now's better. It's just that we're just in this way of life is at the moment, as in the world is like where it is.
Quality of life is 100%.
And all I'd say is just like they would probably be open to using modern medicine. I'd be like, why are we not all more open to the ancient medicines that have been around for the whole of time? Because I think that can sometimes happen, that in the Western world, we go like, oh yeah, this modern way of it like must be the best way. Why is there so many people that are freaking depressed, anxious, all of these things and why is it not all better? And why are people that maybe in the, you know, living more how
I think that's more about modern living as opposed to modern medicine.
But the quality of life now is exponentially better than a caveman.
You could argue either way, mate. I'd love if we could talk to a caveman. I'd love to actually. That would be the best podcast guest ever. If we could get an actual caveman on and be like, "Look, I mean, you know what would be great is if there's someone that is living primally that has been living for like 30 years, just like cavemen did. If there is anyone, if you know of a caveman, he probably doesn't have like obviously, you know, he's probably not in touch with any of us." But but there's people that live off grid that just do live like you know caveman.
But we'll have probably a lesser quality of life than you.
No, but imagine if I have all these different things, but imagine he's like, mate, I'm way more content.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
You know what I mean?
That's all question. That's a completely different question.
What do you mean by quality of life? Then?
Quality of life.
100%.
Because I think you could say like contentment. So the person that's got everything but is stressed out 24/7.
Yeah.
Is his quality of life that good, or is you know what I mean?
That's an argument.
And that's where I'd go. Like, look, each to their own. I'm not going to convince anyone else, but I'd say that. I'd just be open to understand that it maybe, you know, that's why I think my bucket list is I want to give a go at that primal life and just find out, you know.
As humans, I think we should naturally try and put our trust in modern medicine. You know, like imagine having a conversation with, let's say your sister. I'm going to touch wood because I really don't want this to happen, but let's say she gets cancer, right? And she goes through everything and she decides that, you know, they're like, look, this is going to be long, tough, but like we can cure it with chemotherapy, radiotherapy, immunotherapy, whatever they use. And she's like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to try this.
It's the same as the Netflix thing you're talking about.
Yeah, no, but not.
It's very similar.
She was trying it through like a juice cleanse and whatever. But let's say, you know, I've seen in China they do this.
Ayahuasca.
Herbal medicine.
As an example.
Would you feel comfortable supporting her in that, or would you beg her to please go through with the chemotherapy?
I'd absolutely have a conversation with her.
What would you want her to do?
Whatever she wants. Whatever she wants. Who the fuck am I to tell her how she should operate her life? If this is what she really wants to go ahead with, just like if I really wanted to do chemo and you were begging me to do the plant option, if I want to do the chemo, like who the fuck, you can't tell me what I should do with my life, you know. And I think that in reality, if Amy wants to go with the chemo, do the chemo. If she wants to do the plant option, do that. I think really just like we can support.
But surely you choose the percentage that would.
You would
a higher percentage to keep her alive.
Yeah, like would you?
Okay, but what if? Okay, so imagine this, right? So she's. Go. She does that. The chances are in this modern day, people are going to do the chemo first. Like, so as in like, if it was me, I'd be like, all right, let's give that a go first. But if that's not working, and she's like, it's either keep doing this or do that, or even if she didn't want to do the chemo and she wanted to go straight for the plant thing, absolutely, whatever she in her heart feels like the most loving thing to do for herself, I back her 100%. And I think that is like, again, like, I don't need to convince you of why.
No, of course.
But that is like absolutely.
I can never agree with that.
Yeah, because I think...
What, you don't agree letting someone do?
I could never agree with that.
What, letting someone look after themselves in the way
Not
that
when
they
it comes
think?
to that.
I would beg, beg
why?
Ruth to go for the chemo. I
couldn't do that.
So wait, why? What do you not know that's making you say that?
No, it's not about what I don't know. It's about what I do know.
Okay, so what is that?
Is that you are a way likelier to survive if you go through this treatment.
Where's your proof?
Well, if like
all
the doctors have said,
all the we can get proof. I don't know it off my heart, but I can go get proof.
So what
I've got living proof in my family.
So what? Yeah. So I've got proof in my family. My mum had breast cancer, mate.
Exactly. So that's proof right there.
Yeah. She used that option and it worked. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm not saying one size fits all. And I think that's what you're trying to say. One size fits all. No. Because if you can't agree with that, then that's because you're saying the only way to do it is via doing chemotherapy or like the modern day way of doing it. Whereas what I'm saying is that like if someone really is just like, you know, they've done all their research and they're really, really sure about it and they're absolutely wanting to give something a go, mate, if it doesn't work and they've still got like time, say if they've got a year left to live and they want to start by doing this, you know, alternative way or plant or ancient way of doing it, plant way of doing it, whatever, go for it. Why the fuck am I going to stop them? But if they, you know, and then if they're like second up, I want to do the chemo. If that doesn't work, then go for it. But I think having this rigidity of going, no, you must do it my way. The only way that I know is like that's not love, mate.
It's not about my way or his way.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's like, oh, like you have no choice. I'm not letting you do that. Yeah. I'm saying I would beg her to go for that way. Where
that's what I would do.
I would be like, please. Just do it this way.
But my question would be like, why?
Because
you've explained why.
Science. Because science.
Yeah. There is factual evidence that supports the use of these.
Yes, so that's what you've researched. You've seen that. That's what we're exposed to. The factual evidence that supports the modern day way of doing it.
I'm not denying that there's not other remedies out there because clearly somewhere in and amongst the world there lies a cure. There will already be a cure somewhere. We
just haven't discovered it yet.
We may have,
but it's just definitely in this Western world, we're not told about these other ways because obviously it is that there's only one way. So that's why I'm like, mate, if that's what you feel, I'm not going to change your mind. I'm not going to go like, right, feel it. If you think that I'm sick and twisted for saying what I'm saying, that's absolutely okay. I'm just saying there's other ways, bar just like the modern way of doing it only. I'm just saying I'm open to that. That's all I'm saying from my point of view.
We're not disagreeing with you.
Brilliant. So why are you saying, I could never do that? I could never. But you're saying it in a way that's like.
He's saying exactly the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, as in.
I'd say when it comes to life or death, I think I would always personally just beg them, just go down the route that's proven.
You would want to. You would want to
say that, but isn't it's proven because you've only seen that proof.
Yeah.
Okay,
but you can only go off what you've seen.
Therefore, if you've seen proof, right? Why would you? You could be open to it, but I would never beg them to go down the way that you haven't seen proof. Or
I think what you're saying is the most accessible way, which is if like going down the hospital. That is brilliant, but it's in.
What I'm saying.
No. It's
okay, you know what? I think at this point is when I go, you know what? Each to their own. Like,
no, Joe, stop a second.
Do you know what I mean? Just
100%.
No, Joe, it's nothing to do with access or anything like that, mate. Nothing to do with that. It's saying we've seen this way. That's the evidence we've seen, and just because it may exist, 100% open that for sure. But I've not seen enough evidence that right now. Yeah. That's why I choose this.
Exactly.
I'm almost certain it probably does.
Yeah,
exist,
like fair play, Theo. Like that's what you've seen, and what I'm saying is that like I have seen more than that. So when you're saying like almost comes across as slightly judgmental to what I'm saying, that's what I'm. As in like when you say it when almost like say completely disregarding this open-mindedness in this sense when you're saying when it comes to life or death, I could never, and that's what I'm saying, like each to your own, like each to their own, but as in like the fact that as much as you're saying I've seen the evidence of like this modern day way of doing it, I'm saying there are other ways as well, and that's why I'm just saying like that's why it's not as like I would beg to just do the plant way, I would beg to only do this or the modern medicine way. I'm like whatever my sister would want, go down that route because like there are more than just that one obvious accessible way that we've been shown in the modern day. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying each their own. That's why it's like, yeah, my sister, do what you want to because like there, you know, it's not as black and white. And who am I to tell you that it's black and white? It's just there's only one way. That's all I'm saying, mate. Being open-minded.
I'm being very open-minded.
No, that's what I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying I'm being open-minded.
And I do get that. Obviously, when it comes to something like as sensitive as that anyway, there's nothing you could truly say to someone. I think like in this, I refer back to that. Did you watch the TV show based on the documentary?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Where like the dad is like, and I know this is fiction, but the dad is begging her to like just go down the treatment, like the normal treatment, and she goes down this whole. It's not really like medicine in the way that you're referring to.
It's like a.
She does this. It's in like Mexico or something.
Like some juice.
Well, she's just like drinking juices and hoping for the best,
and like having like enemas. Yeah, but like she actually does get better for like a fair period, quite a long time,
a year or two, but then it just goes.
And then like it all goes south again, and like she dies.
Fair enough. Yeah, maybe she was always going to. You know, I mean, people who get chemo, it doesn't automatically cure it. Like they don't.
But she was going to have to have her arm taken off. So that's why she looked at the alternative route.
Got you.
She was like, I don't want to live with no arm.
Got you. And yeah, totally. Like some people may get cured from the treatment, but like, you know, it's not always a guaranteed cure. So that's what I'm saying. Like an open mind, do your research. Like it's like, there's not necessarily just a one way. And that's what I'm saying. Like, but bro, like each to their own.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah to that.
I hope no one fucking.
Say again?
I hope no one gets like. It's just like my worst nightmare.
What's your worst nightmare?
Somebody love getting cancer and dying.
Oh mate, 100%. It's all of ours. Like, why would we want any of our close family members to die from something like so, you know,
traumatic?
Catastrophic. 100%. And all we can be there is to love them and want the absolute best for them.
Here's a question: do you think there's ever a scenario? You know how you say you'll do whatever your sister wants. Do you think there's ever a scenario in which actually sometimes like no? Like you need to listen to us now.
Well, yeah. I mean, like there can be a scenario in which, like, you know, if someone's just going only down the modern route or only down the plant route, and like, no, that's clearly not working. Try these alternatives. Please listen. Please, like, stop trying to do the same thing over and over again and expecting a different response. Try something different. And yeah, like that's why I'd be like Malfoy if you were ill in a certain way, and you were only going down this modern route, and I was like, Malfoy, listen to me, please. I'd call you Malfoy as well. Please listen to me. Try these other ways. Yes, that's the time to maybe go. Let's try something different. If that's not working, if it is working, brilliant. But I think that's the thing. What you're basically saying is like, is there a time to basically encourage someone to have an open mind? Yes, there's always a chance to say like people need to have an open mind. And can you ever truly go, you're going to do as you're told and I'm just going to make you do this? I wonder if that's a moral like conversation in itself. Like you can't really force someone to do something and almost like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you suggesting?
I'm asking the question, do you think sometimes there is a certain scenarios where actually sometimes you do have to force someone to do something because maybe what they're doing.
Is that legal? Are you allowed to do that? I mean,
you can. No, I'm
not like force them.
No, not like
them down in.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get. That's what I'm trying to gauge. Like, what the
someone
point
wants to take their own life,
right? Yeah,
and you have to take action here.
Yes, I mean, without a doubt. I mean, that is the worst thing that anyone can do, and I think like that's never ever the answer. But we're talking about cancer treatment. That's a very different topic, mate.
I know. I was just using it as an example.
But that's a completely different. I get what you're saying in terms of like, should you ever give your 2 cents and actually try and help? Without a doubt.
That was the first example I thought of the top of my head.
But as in like, we were on the topic of like cancer treatment. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to, you know, forcing someone, what are you saying in terms of like forcing someone regarding, are you talking about forcing someone to have a certain type of treatment?
And I don't know, whatever example I'm saying in life, do you think there's ever scenarios where you think that's a viable option?
Well, all I'd say is like to express the viable option being like express what you believe.
Like if someone is maybe going down a path of something that actually is just like, there's multiple people like, this is wrong, you can't be doing this. Is there any a time where you think like you have to take action?
Well, like what if like we go back to the AIDS example?
Yeah.
What if it was like, poor Amy here, but like let's say now she's got AIDS, right?
Okay.
Mate, she's having a nightmare. And we know factually that she could take medicine and be fine.
Okay, yep.
What if she was like, no, I don't want to take that. Like I've heard about this other thing. I'm going to try it. But obviously there is a time sensitivity period here where if you don't start taking the medicine,
it's a way better example.
It will kill you.
Yeah.
Do you think there's more of an argument to be like, mate, like, come on, we've got it here in front of us.
Mate, I mean, it's a great example. It's like when, you know, the example of like someone being stranded on a boat and someone's going, oh no, God's going to save me. So then a ship comes along, goes, help, like, as in like, we'll help you, come in the boat. He's like, and the guy shouts, no, God's going to save me. And then like someone else comes along and goes, oh, come on, we'll save you. And he goes, no, God's going to save me. Mate, eventually he dies. And God goes, oh, I sent all these people to come and help you. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not all bad. It can be utilized. And it can be that maybe we're born in an age where we've got this modern medicine and it can be utilized in a good way. I'm absolutely saying that is the point I'm making. Amy, go for it. And I'd use these examples and say like, this may be that thing, and hope and trust that she's going to do it. But I'm not going to sit there, pull her mouth open and shove it down her neck and force her. I'm not going to do that.
No, I would hope not.
Do you know what I mean? But that's the thing. That's why like talking from a place of, I suppose, love and actually understanding and compassion is the best way to actually deal with these things. It's not going, listen to me, I'm right and you're wrong, you need to do as you're told. It's going, I understand, and actually talking from a place of love and having that open mind. That's what it all comes down to, an open mind, that we don't have it all figured out. That's the point I'm making.
You just don't.
Much better example than I use, I will say that.
That's
what I was trying to say, though, as an example.
I hear you.
It's not very good at saying examples, am I?
And how do you feel about that response?
Oh, it's really interesting, yeah. Enjoyed that a lot.
No, but as in, like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've always got what you were saying.
Okay.
100%. I've never once, disagreed.
It's all right. It's all right if you do disagree. Like, I don't mind.
Not at all.
I think it's one of those things where, like...
I'll always hear it out.
Let's say if I had... I don't disagree with how you think in the way I think, like, you're wrong and you shouldn't think like that.
Yeah.
I personally... Like, let's say if I had a kid, for example, which hopefully one day I do, I wouldn't... If there was, like, a method that was proven... I say proven as in, like, we know scientifically they work and it's recommended, I would go down the modern medicine route as opposed to looking for alternatives, because you have to put your faith in something, and I'd rather put my faith in the area that has the odds kind of backing.
Yeah, fair enough. And mate, likewise, the first thing I do is go down that modern route as well. That's what, so just letting you know, the first thing I would do is do that as well. That's firstly the easiest one. That's the one that we can we don't have to fly anywhere else. It's like straight away, let's give that a go.
The alternatives, I agree. If something's not
100%.
working,
all
of a sudden you go into like, well, fuck it, like, let's try something that they don't use here.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess that's the thing and if someone said it was them that was suffering and they were like, I want to go down this alternative route first, and that they're absolutely adamant on it, I'm not going to try and stop them. I will give them my 2 cents. I will give them what my, everything that I've just said here. But if someone was categorically like, look, I believe in this and I truly in my heart of hearts want to give this a go, then I'm not going to stop them and say like, no, like you're stupid or something,
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think you get to a point where, like I say, I would beg Ruth, for example, to go down the modern route.
How would it make you feel if she did do that?
Well,
if she then went down the...
Before try and say the modern, how'd that actually make you feel out of interest?
That would be like, okay, so, I'd want to know like why she thinks this. Why? Like what research has she done? What makes her think it? And if she absolutely, with chest, is coming out with all of this stuff and is like, she is totally believing it and it makes sense. And I'm like, wow, okay, then I would absolutely be so proud of her to begin with, because like to go and do that in amongst everyone's judgment of how stupid they think she is, to go and do that, and she genuinely believes it and it's her life on the line and she wants to live so badly, I'd be like, that is so fucking strong and courageous to go and do that. But I'd just make sure that like, okay, how long have we got? What's the window that we've got to play with? And if there's not a lot of time, is doing maybe the more modern route smarter. And if she's absolutely adamant, then all you can do is just go like, I'm proud of you. Just do what you believe if you're absolutely that adamant on it.
You would have to support. I mean, there'd be probably a big part of me that was angry if like it didn't work. Probably initially I'd be angry as well.
But imagine if it did work, equally.
That's the thing. That's why like I can't force anyone to do anything. I can't force you to turn up and sit in this chair every week. I can't force Weller to drive me home if he truly decided he didn't want to drive me home. What the fuck could I do about it? I couldn't force anyone to go and take medicine that they didn't want to take. But so it would get to a point where it's like, right, well, I either just completely destroy my relationship with this dying woman who loves me, who I love.
Yeah.
Or I just swallow whatever I have to swallow and support her. That is kind of like the only, and like Wella says, if it works, I'm not going to be punching walls. Do you know? If I'd rather be wrong. I'd rather be wrong thinking she was wrong for doing this.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's the best outcome.
How would you feel?
I feel very similar to you guys. I'd have to support her, but I would do my absolute most to ask her to go down the modern medicine. I'd beg her. I'd do everything, because that feeling. Say if it works, God forbid, but say it doesn't work. I feel like that feeling you'd get is just one of like, could I have done more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would just be
to say like, and you
be
did,
horrible,
you
wouldn't it?
absolutely like begged and pleaded and begged and pleaded and begged and pleaded, and she was like, "Look, if you love me, you will support me on this, and if you don't, and if you kept like,
I have to go with their decision
then
for sure."
That's the thing, and that's where it was such a difficult place. Like, but I wonder if like parents even have that about their children that are like, "Look, beg me, like I'm begging you, Mum, Dad, I want to go and be a pianist in China, right?
A YouTuber.
And I'm wanting to be this or I'm wanting to be that. Just let me, I've got it all. Here's my plan. Let me please go and pursue it." And it's like all they're thinking about is, oh God, what if this all goes wrong?
Yeah.
What if they end up dying? What if all these worries? But imagine if like they put their faith in that kid and it does work. And even if it doesn't work, they come home and go, I learned so much. And now, do you know what I mean? It's like, all we can really do is show our love and support and make sure like really express ourselves without fear. And just like, if someone is, if someone's wanting to do what they're wanting to do, like all you loving and supporting them is really all we can really do. If you think about it at the final, if you're talking about at the end of all these conversations, it's like love and support. So, I love you boys.
I love you too. And you, Malfoy.
Oh,
Even though you didn't get me a birthday present, it's fine.
Oh, wait, speaking of which.
Oh yeah, Malfoy got you a present.
You did? Ollie Edwards bought me a present as well, actually.
Yeah, what was that?
A jar of local honey.
Oh, I'd love some of that. Where was it from? Cookmere?
No, he knows someone that like has like an...
Anna Gladwin?
No, but she does owe me a jar as well, Anna.
Shows me a couple of jars too.
Oh, honey?
Yeah, she's got bees in the back garden. Oi, I was thinking about doing this.
What?
I want to get bees in the back garden.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
No, I do.
Stingosaurus Rex.
But
right?
Ruth won't let me.
Yeah, obviously, mate. You don't want a swarm of bees in your garden.
No, if it's done properly, then imagine having your own honey produced by your own bees.
Yeah,
with love.
I've already got a name for it.
Like,
Martin's Nectar.
Martin's Nectar. You sell it to me.
Yeah, I will sell it.
I bet
but
charges
not
as
my-
well.
you know, like Beckham's got his
They
own
will
bees.
support him.
Yeah, because he owns like thousands of hectares. Yeah.
After the present, yeah, sure.
And I couldn't have in my back garden. Wouldn't like imagine you sat down for dinner. It's just bees.
No, but this is the thing. People think they're aggressive. They're not.
No, then it doesn't
No,
matter if
they're
they're
not.
aggressive
They
or
love
not.
it.
It's just jarring.
Ultimately, I'd become.
like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
go
but
away.
I'd become their father.
You wouldn't. They wouldn't know.
Yeah, but
you.
imagine eventually you actually get to a point where it's like you're not jarred off by bees, and actually you're like, oh wait, I can see them for who they actually are. These loving, creative beings.
No, bees are great. Okay,
It's the noise. Bzz. Yeah, but he's not cultivating wasps.
I'm not getting
He's
wasps.
getting bees.
Where the
I
bees
want
says
honey.
wasps, mate.
No, there's no.
If you start having honey, all the wasps are coming.
No, they
we
won't.
can't
'Cause
get in.
They like sugar.
I'll
What is honey?
exterminate them.
You're a
Exterminate.
murderer. Do you want your present or what?
Yeah,
Get
I
your
would
present
love
out.
my
You
present.
wasp murderer.
No.
Guys,
Oh,
Close your eyes, Scullers. No way. Troy Deeney top.
wait. Check the back. Check the back.
Wait, what? What does that say?
thanks. What is it?
Hold it out. Wait. Let me
Wait, hold it out.
Wait, is this
Theo.
from when we went to?
No, I got you this.
11.
It's an NFL shirt. It says Luke 11 on it.
Oh, that's freaking awesome.
Was there a Luke who turned up to an event that didn't turn up?
No, you're part of the NFL Academy, mate. Look at the front of it.
Wait, what? Why,
Thanks.
wait, where was this from?
Wait, is this not from when we went to the Spurs stadium?
Nah. Nah, I got you that.
No, I'm pretty sure I've worn this before.
Nah, you haven't won that, mate. I got you that. Number 11. Salah. Mo Salah.
It smells like someone else.
Why does it smell like that?
Smells like you.
Where did you? This is what we wore when we did that thing at.
Nah. I got it for you.
Right, well, on that loving
Thanks, buddy.
note.
Clearing out the flat, found it.
We hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, like, rating, love us. We love you. And we will see you in the next one. Peace.